What up? What up? What's going on, everybody? Hope you're enjoying your day, your morning, your evening, your afternoon, your night, wherever you are. It's another day, another glorious chance to do better. To do better today than we did yesterday. Another day, another opportunity. We open our eyes, breathe in the good air, fill our lungs up with that pristine oxygen, with a little bit of pollution here and there. Who cares? Who cares? Can't control the pollution. But at least you could minimize the foolishness. You could control that to the best of your ability. Control that level of foolishness, boy. Let me tell you, it's crazy, man. I'm not gonna get into all of the foolishness. That's why the thumbnail is what it is. You know, of course, I made the mistake of perusing through X, formerly known as Twitter, timelines, and I discovered this post by a crypto YouTuber. Hey, man, what Richard said years ago, what he said to that guy who sold on a stream, Richard did. He sold 500 million hex. He told the guy, congratulations, you sold your future. You can't make these things up, people. You can't make these things up. You know? I mean, you know, everyone is free to do whatever they want with whatever money they got, especially in a free, quote unquote, Western society. It's your choice. You can do whatever you want, right? Hopefully that doesn't change. Hopefully that continues and sort of improves for many years to come. But then when you turn on a device and you turn on the camera, you press on, and you're talking, you're creating content, and you build a following. I don't know if people want to, I don't think folks even care, because it's about the attention that they seek from the following that matters to them. That's all. Maybe it's about the money too. But people can't deny the thrill they receive from the likes, how many people are watching, commenting, participating, the engagement, right? That's how they bait you. That's how you get caught, right? So you build your channel, you're talking your crypto talk. And you get to a point where you're like, oh, okay. You've been relatively successful in building your channel. You got a lot of people listening to you over the years now. Not overnight, but over the years. By default, people are going to listen to you, and your words will carry a little bit more weight, validity, and credibility, simply because of the number of people who are watching your streams. versus others who might have so much smaller of a channel, right? That's the way the game is designed. And then you fix your grill. You fix your intangible grill because you're typing now on internet. There's no, you're typing or whatever. And you tell the world you're no longer doing X because Y. And you're good with Z. It's easy to say, listen, I'm not telling anybody what to do. I'm not forcing people to do anything. I'm just letting you know what I'm doing. That's that cop out. It's cowardice to me. It just is. Because you know good and well. You know good and well. And if you don't, you're a fool. You embrace foolishness. You know very well that someone out there, there's a high chance that someone's going to do exactly what you did because you said it. You know what I'm saying? Missing the mark. This is a person who I used to watch their channel when their channel was, I haven't watched them in years, like in 4 or 5 years. But I remember in the beginning, when he was growing his channel, just like, all excited, wide-eyed, bushy tail, and this is what you're doing in crypto, and you're getting your experience, your weight up, you're pushing content, talking about a slew of different coins, getting on interviews with other streamers, larger channels, building your brand up, your quote-unquote crypto brand up, YouTube brand up, your repertoire, whatever. And to get to a point where you become quote-unquote successful, self-made, very young, don't have to work, crypto is basically your lifestyle, you're funding your lifestyle through crypto, that's a blessing. Fast forward to 2023, you now hop on the Hex ecosystem, the RH bandwagon and wave, and you giving good whatever opinions, your opinions, even though whatever, you're giving good opinions, I'm gonna say like that, to whatever's going on with Pulse Chain, etc., and it's Hex and this and that. Then all of a sudden, you allow a tweet or some whatever to allow you to become emotional and make some decisions based on your feelings because you think something is A when you don't, you just whatever, and you just tell the world, instead of doing things, exercising your own autonomy and privacy, instead of upholding to those rights, you want to publicly tell the world for engagement, for the attention, the absolute foolishness of what you're doing with your crypto. Nobody cares. It's your business. Because words have power, and your words might affect someone in a certain way. Well, they will mimic and duplicate the same thing that you did. This is the thing that people pretend doesn't matter. They act as if this doesn't matter. They act as if just because you tell the world not financial advice, just because you tell the world do your own research, just because you tell the people not your keys, not your coin, don't put more that you could absolve to lose, that absolves you. Your hands are clean. All of a sudden, throw your hands up, got nothing to do with you. You could just keep talking and talking and talking and talking as if your hands are really clean when they're not, in my opinion. They're not. They're not. You're no longer staking and this and that and that and this. Well, that's your business. You understand? Like if I don't tell the world what I do and what I do, how I do, when I do, it doesn't matter. Nobody cares. and I exercise my rights accordingly, like everyone else can, especially in a Western world. They don't, it's this level of immaturity that permeates through this space in the minds of these individuals. That's just amazing. It's astounding to me. It's astounding how childish people believe how they think and how they operate, and keep missing the mark. They keep missing the mark. I don't care what you do with your money. But as a content creator, I consciously always have to think before I speak and think about what I'm going to say before I utter it. Because I believe in responsibility. I believe in accountability. You understand? There are people here who not just here. Shout out to the chat. I'm gonna be with y'all in a few, but not the audience alone. Talk about in life, period. Who understand things differently. They don't learn the same. They don't think the same. They don't have the same, convictions or values or whatever that you might have. In other words, when you're talking about things like delayed gratification, when you're talking about things like cultivating your level of discipline, everyone has their own threshold, their own benchmark, their own levels of growth. Some may be stronger than others. You understand? Although I want to believe if I keep talking and speaking about strong hands, delayed gratification, transference of wealth from the impatient to the patient, talk about those things, doesn't mean everyone who's listening necessarily has strong hands, necessarily wants to be patient, necessarily can even have any type of discipline. Maybe all they do is want to just get in for today and leave tomorrow. That's on them. That's cool. There's no judgment. Just don't fake the funk. I try not to fake the funk because that gives a mixed message. And I don't live by that type of dysfunctional type of existence. I don't live by those, improper code, if you will, like something like, I'm saying one thing and then I do something else, or I say one thing and then I say something else to the people. I tell you something today and tomorrow something else. Completely opposite of what I told you. Like, I don't live like that. I don't do that. But this is how you see these content creators, because this one person on the thumbnail, he represents a bunch of them who've been here for years, who do the same thing, and new ones who are coming who don't know any better. I just saw another text, a post with Altcoin Daily. Someone has it circulating along, on Twitter, on X. Altcoin Daily listed Pulse Chain as a possible 1,000x coins, right? Well, that's cool. But people are posting that. They're circulating his thread and his post. Why? Is because he has one of the larger crypto YouTube channels. He's another one that I remember seeing when they had maybe less than 50,000 subscribers. Now he got well over 1 million. Okay. But y'all chase these situations because of the way things were designed with social media, engendering fake power and clout that translates into some form of power and clout, because you lend your attention, your time, and your precious energy towards these people who are so fickle in their decision making when it comes to crypto. It's ridiculous. They're already caked up, folks. Understand, these guys and gals who create content on YouTube talking about crypto, right? Don't care about where you are in life and what position, whatever you got going on, circumstances, that they do not care. They only care about their pockets and whatever they have going on. And when they get upset or they feel emotional or they caught in their feelings and they see a tweet from the likes of RH that they don't like, are they going to go on an emotional tirade and act out like children and tell you they're going to sell? They sold. They're no longer blah, blah, blah. And they're no longer this, and nobody cares. But you have people who do care. And guess what? They're going to do the same thing because they think these content creators have all the answers. These content crypto YouTubers have all the answers. No, they do not. No, they do not. Not no damn altcoin daily. None of them. None of them. None of them. None of them, yo. Altcoin Buzz, Daily, Cryptos R Us, Box Mining, Superman, Sunny Decree, Chico Crypto. The list goes on. Even Ivan on Tech has been relatively quiet. Well, I can't see he's been relatively quiet. I stopped listening to dude. Remember when he was just coming up too in the space as far as creating content? Coming up. You just coming up, son. You know, seen these guys from years in the early beginnings. A lot of y'all don't know. You think they're, you know, there's some juggernauts out here. No, they're not. Regular schmegular. Trust. You know? Because what is it that you're telling your viewers when you say things like that? Openly declare you're launching this, you're buying this, you're trading that, you're selling this. Keep an eye on this new thing. I'm getting rid of this old thing. What are y'all telling? You know, this is the thing with the influencing, the power of influencing, moving markets and this and that. And then you're going to throw your hands up again and say, hey, not financial advice. That's disgusting. You know, people behave like trash. Don't get respect like that. Like that's why I'm compelled to say what I have to say when I see weird things come up. Then you have, you know, old content, not even old content creators, but old people in the space that launching trash every day and thinking they're doing something. And then while they're launching trash every day, they're telling you that they're not launching the trash to make money. Then what are you launching it for? What is it that they're launching these things for? Doesn't make sense. Like at some point, people, we got to break things down. We got to break things down and like really, if you respect your time, you respect your money, you really have to always sort of like verify and do the research after you're doing the research. You got to double check, triple check, quadruple check, especially when you're hearing words from people off the internet. The Martini guy ain't nobody special, folks. Just because he did what he did doesn't mean that Hex isn't what it is. You understand? You're shaking now because a lot of people got upset behind the E-Hex, P-Hex thing. We know this. We understand that. We get that. We get that we're emotional people and all that and all this and that. But people want to, take it a step further and lash out and publicly declare X, Y, and Z when that that doesn't even matter in the grand scheme of things. It's that way. That's their way of acting on and get back. I'm going to get back at you. I'm going to get back. I'm gonna get back at you all. You were never really serious about the system and how it works. You no longer staking. That's your business. You know what I'm saying? That's anyone's business. You know, it's funny when people think that you got people in this community. You got people in this community that created weird projects that believe that institutions really need to come onto Pulse Chain. You know, it's like they don't respect the power of the little guy. You know what I mean? Because see, just because a guy is little and the monetary energy might not match the strength of some type of corporate behemoth, it doesn't mean that there's no strength in numbers. If you have a bunch of people interacting in a market like you had 3 years ago with Hex, did you need some type of corporate financier of the world investing in the token so it can see an untold thousands and thousands of X's? No, that was absent. So why should it be any different now and moving forward? I don't care about some Black Rock, some Chase. I don't care about any of them. You have people in this community who do, though. They embrace those entities. They want to see Coca-Cola. They want to see Apple. They want to see Tesla. They want to see, the airline company, whatever, real estate development conglomerates and industry. They want to see people who the movers and shakers, the elitists, in other words. They want to see them come into the chain and do the. Those people, you think they're caring about some Pulse Chain right now, yo? When you have tokens named the what they're named, and then the project founder that keeps talking like we need industry, we need industrial institution, right? Entities to come into this space. You think they're gonna take the name of your project that represents a phallic symbol, an erectile protrusion? You think they're gonna take you serious, bro? You're like this is the joke. This is the tragic, maniacal comedy that you find in crypto versus legacy. That's what I give legacy a little bit more props. They don't really laugh at the money because the money is stained with blood. People killed here too, but over here we infuse all types of weird humor, twisted, vile, wretched humor to whatever we got going on. Do you think these entities will take your DEX serious when it's named after a penis, yo? Don't miss the mark, people. There's a lot of foolishness, and sometimes it's out here on purpose to confuse you, to dupe you, to have you sort of like blind and steer you in a direction towards havoc and towards your destruction. And for what? I don't know how many content, how many subscribers this guy has, this Martini guy got. I don't know what he, you know what I'm saying? You know? Because at this point in year number, I think this is like his 5th or 6th year in providing content. You should have a better understanding as to the effects of your work and how your work, your content, your words, your messages affect people. Maybe in year number 5, you should have a better understanding, right? Let me know if I'm missing something, man. Let me know. Let me know if I'm missing something. These people are weird. We're not doing that. We're not doing that today, man. It's dispel all the energy, rebuke all that negativity, repel it, man. Like repel it. Try to repel it like it's cancer. Get rid of, avoid it for real. If you find yourself wearing an outfit that's laced with a certain level of degenerate cologne that's forcing you to buy trash every day, remove that outfit and go burn it. Take that shirt off and go burn it. If you don't have an incinerator, just go burn that joint. Be a responsible adult and don't wreck yourself because you have on a pair of socks, a degenerate socks, and it got you just, you can't even handle, you can't even catch yourself and control yourself. You just buying, garbage coins every day, all day, thinking you're doing something. Talking about you gave up on Pulse Chain. No, you're giving up on yourself. Giving up on yourself. How's that work? How's that work? These chains and coins don't care if we believe in it or not. Like they're gonna exist. Of course, we want, adoption and folks to work. Yo, let me tell you something too, right? Let me take that back. Like, in order for these things to work, people have to buy. You have to have a market. I get all that. A lot of people talk about this adoption. Oh, we need adoption. Yo, the adoption is crazy already. Like, how much more? I don't know. Like, this again, what I'm saying. What do you want to see? Ads on television? I don't even watch television. I haven't watched television in like 15, 20 years. I don't watch TV. I know a lot of people who don't watch TV like me too. What do you want to see? You saw the thing wrapped on cars. You saw the logo on sports teams. They made toys. Well, what adoption? What more adoption? There's a movie out, for goodness sakes. You know what I'm saying? Like a movie. You thinking that's like, oh yeah, that's gonna bring more eyes. What eyes, yo? Look at all the stuff that's taking place. There's music and all kinds of stuff. Art. I mean, come on, man. We covered so many areas. So many areas. What more adoption y'all looking for? There's over 11,000 coins on this chain. What more adoption? You got the whole Ethereum up until May 12, 2023. Everything that was on Ethereum got copied over Pulse Chain. And Pulse Chain just catapulted to a bunch of other extra stuff. What more adoption, folks? What do you want to gamble? You want to gamble your life away? We got it. We got it in every sense of the word. People redoing memes over redoing memes. You want memes? We got all that. We got it. We got what you need for real. If you super conservative, ultra uber vanilla, you just don't like to get anything. You take like absolutely like zero. You can't even handle being late anywhere you go. We got that for you too, man. We got that. Open shop. It's 24/7, 365. This operation going on right here, man. What more adoption people need? They're just lost in the sauce. Talking to me about you hobnobbing with billionaires who laugh at you when you leave. Because where's the work that you did, right? Stroking some random billionaire's ego and maybe phallic symbol on the low. Who knows what you're doing? Because I'm not going to be bragging, talking about talking some random billionaires, and it's not reflected in these charts. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I don't see it reflected. Like you're doing something. That's just appeasing you and your check off on your bucket list. That's all that is. It's a moment for the gram, TikTok. You standing with some billionaire. Once you leave, they laughing at you. They talking sideways. If anybody's bringing some kind of smoke to Richard, and not the people at the bottom. I'm talking about the entities. If Richard is dealing with some battle, whatever, this dude talk about, oh, maybe he should go to jail. Your boy, Cardone. Come on, man. Nobody cares. They don't care. So why should you? You know what happens? Folks are not going to care about, they don't care about the hard work that we putting in right now. There's a certain segment of us that been like, we've been toiling, we've been pushing, towing the line for 3 hard years, nonstop. I don't care if you brand new. I don't care if you the age of a dinosaur as far as being in the system, whatever. We've been towing the line hard, not even care, not giving up, nothing. What people are going to respect is those green candles, because they're going to come. What goes up has to come back down and go right back up again. That's what folks are going to chase. They're not chasing these streams. They're not chasing our streams. I don't care what content creator is in this space. They're not chasing your stream. You're not making 10,000 views a stream. You know what's making 10,000 views a clip right now? If you want to talk about some no Diddy, that's what's getting all the news. The reckless smear campaigns and seedy entertainment, brainless type of subject matter. That's what's getting views, not crypto, y'all. I don't care who you are. Your stream, if in one day you make a stream and after your stream you didn't break 5,000 views minimum, we're not doing it. We're not even scratching the surface. I'm talking about the first day you get off, you hop off, you got 5,000 people watching you get off, and it's like, 2 or 3 hours later, you got up to 10,000 views. Yeah. That's not this. That's not here. That is not here. That's not. No. You go into gossip, entertainment, and all this other type of stuff, you get it over there. Over here, we got a long way to go. What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? Killing yourselves about some adoption. Want to kiss butt. What are y'all talking about? We got something glorious going on right here, man. Appreciate what we have. Y'all keep wanting to run elsewhere. Keep running elsewhere. Run elsewhere, get distracted, and listen to people like the Martini guy. These people make the mistake too. It's another mistake people make oftentimes. Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the chat. Peace and love to the chat, man. All the respectful ones. Anybody being disrespectful, if any moderators are in the chat, folks, like the kids say, snipe them. Because if you don't, I will. I'm not in the mood for any type of sideways talk on any level, period. We're not doing that in this channel at all. I don't entertain it. Not in the least bit. You know what's crazy, what people do oftentimes? And I say to myself, what world are we living in? This is why crypto. I find it being the reverse of life, the reverse of anything financial legacy related. This thing right here in crypto is the only place I've seen in my life where you can display your wallet on the internet to the world to show everybody what you're working with. I don't care if it's a dashboard wallet. It don't matter. Because you're showing a lot of numbers, you now become a target. When in the real world, when you turn these devices off, you walk away, when do you go and you mix, you interact in the real world? You're in the milieu of people. And you just brandish what you're holding in your wallet or purse, attaché, briefcase, backpack, bag, whatever you want to call it. When do you open your wallet and say, hey, this is what I'm holding today? These content creators that people believe in because they have a following, right? They'll tell you that they've earned their fortune, their millions. They'll tell you millions. They will say it. Like, yo, they didn't grow up in an urban environment, I guess. Shout out to everybody who grew up in an urban environment, who grew up rough, man. Who grew up rough and developed and honed some type of skills just to freaking survive at a base level where you're just like, man, you feel like everybody's against you. Maybe that's a level of PTSD. I don't wish that on anyone. And I'm not talking about PTSD as far as serving in the military and those types of, critical types of effects that engaging in war and combat. the soldiers suffered through. I'm not talking about it's different. It's different, right? There's levels to this, right? Because watching somebody get offed in front of you is not a sweet situation either. Multiple times in different parts of your life, in different times of your life, and it's just crazy. I don't think we're going to understand something like that. You come out outside and you showing your wife, and then you come out behind the computer and you're like, yo, hey, ta-da, this is what I'm working with. You had people that were doing that years ago. This is my Bitcoin wallet, and I have this and that. And due to some BitConnect, I'm able to do this. Like, yo, y'all are nuts. And it still happens today. It still happens today, folks. We're not doing that. And so when you tell people, oh yeah, since I have a large channel and this and that, and crypto afforded me some freedom, and in the amount of, because people like to hear about the numbers, and when you say anything close to 1 million, you are an immediate target, and you just disrespected your OPSEC. Okay, you just weakened your operational security. Period, by saying something like that, because folks are not going to forget what you said. Especially, and you continue to remain doing content, being public, and making streams and videos, and talk about how you dumping hex now because of Richard's tweet with Ethereum hex and all this stuff. And you put it's not good. Not everyone is balanced. Not everyone is mentally balanced out here, yo. You don't know what folks have no idea. This is youthful mentality, man. Youthful mentality, youthful, errors and mistakes. But after a while, you can't blame it on youth anymore, because you've been doing this. This guy's been creating content for years, just like many of them have. The Voss coin, all these guys, they've been creating content for years. Voss coin, I stopped because all that guy was doing, yeah, he was mining Bitcoin and Ethereum, but then all he was doing was giving you a new coin of a new coin of a new coin. Why? Because so-called sponsors gave him an allocation. It's real talk, and that's what many of them have done. There have already been page of listings of all the top crypto YouTubers and what their requirements are to pay them, and what they would do for you when you paid them certain amount of money. BitBoy was at the top, but he fell from grace and trying to climb up. But dude was at the top. I remember watching him when he had less than 60K subscribers in the grinding, but missing the mark. You don't do your people like that. Don't do your people like that. Every day there's multiple meme coins being launched on PulseChain. Every single day, daily, there's multiple meme coins launched on PulseChain, yo. What do you think that's doing for your psyche? What do you think that's going to do for your well-being? What is that? What is that? It's just a casino expanding with more slot machines. That's all. You think that's good for you? You think that's, oh yeah, let me play this, let me play that. Oh, this one is launching and this one, and that's just one chain. And then when you have folks who just think they have a bright idea to leave PulseChain and migrate with their same idea to another chain, and it's just, what are we doing? Watering down this, creating more distraction for you, and then you may not see something that could have just been waiting for you in the not so distant future. People out of control, man. Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the chat. What y'all talking about, man? What y'all talking about? Let's see what we talking about over here, man. Let's fucking the old sin. Excuse my language. Who cares, man? LFG, what's going on, man? He said crack a martini. Yo, man, no, man. Like, olive. You know what I'm saying? Without the olive, he's corny. That's corny. Why you doing? Who cares? Look, I'm biased because I like Hex, but who cares? I'm also a content creator, and I always talk about accountability, responsibility, all that good stuff, man. But people don't care, man. They reckless. They don't care. No, I have to care. What the energy you put out is what you receive. You know what I'm saying? That's why you getting someone from little old me on the other side of the world giving my critique. It is what it is, man. These people weird, LFG. They're weird. Alan, what's up, man? Good morning, man. What we doing? I don't know, man. I can't call it, man. I can't call what we doing, man. We living. We one day closer to the next all-time high for these markets, man. 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%. Hope all is well with you, man. Some turbulent times are coming, and I heard people that remember this. In periods of economic upheaval, economic crisis, wealth is not destroyed; it is merely transferred from the impatient to the patient. Talk about it. Talk about it. It's transferred from the impatient to the patient. Talk about it. You see, I lived through it many, many, many cycles, man. I lived through it. I'm not talking about just in crypto in life. We lived through it. I remember Black Monday, October 19, 1987. Black Monday, when the stock market just crashed, yo. It was something to see. I remember what I was doing and everything. People stopped driving. You talk about the middle of New York. People stopped driving, got out of their cars, and were holding their heads like it was just crazy weird. People off themselves that day. And you know what happened? I'll never forget, man. I learned at that time. I learned Warren Buffett, for a good better part of maybe a month, 30 days after Black Monday in 1987 took place, he acquired $50,000 worth of Coca-Cola shares for 30 days because the thing tanked in so low where he just took advantage and scooped it all up where everybody was dumping. For 30 days, he bought $50,000 worth of shares every day for 30 days. Never sold the share since. And all he's done is live off the quarterly dividends. At one point, when I checked maybe 7, 8 years ago, maybe 9 years ago, he was receiving upwards of $180 million every quarter just off the dividends. And you're talking 30 years later, so whatever, 25, 30 years later, caking, impatient to the patient. Impatient to the patient. But, folks like Martini get mad and, you want to do you, man. Everybody can do what they, what I'm saying? Who cares? Firefighter in the building. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate the work that you do too, man. Salute. Got DG in the building. What's up, man? Sitting here with MJ. Tell MJ I said what's up. Hope you both are doing well. You and your loved ones, man. For real. Good to see y'all. DJ Bomb in the building says yes. LaDania Moore says yes. Percelto, what's happening? While running this shift, oh man, glad to have you, man. That's what's up. Jay Everything. Every time I see Jay Everything's name, I think of MC Jay Electronica, man. Jay Everything, I just think of Jay Elect. I think of Jay Electronica. What's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Jay Electronica had a fire song, man. I still listen to this song. I did a freestyle over there with another MC who I respect, Rusty Jux. We did a freestyle off that Exhibit C. Yeah. Because that was, when I first heard that, I was like, oh, who is this guy, yo? Gifted, man. A lot of us, we have gifts and we don't really apply the talents that we were born with properly. And it's just, I'm not saying that's what he does, but Jay Everything, you make me remember Jay Electronica, man. Jay Electronica, fire, man. Disciple in the building, what's up, man? He says, Corndelia has never been right about at all. Him and his brother. At all. Oh, that guy, that last, I don't, Like, yeah, I got nothing to say about the other. I never even mentioned the guy's name. I don't even mention. I don't even other guy. You want to talk about like certain agendas that people have? Like, I tell you first off, I always say it too in the beginning. I did not appreciate Hex and none of this and all blah blah blah. And then I do, and it is what it is. Some people pretend like they've been around 100% devout, which is far from the truth, and that's the sense I get from your guy right there at the end of the statement. Bruh, bruh, bruh. Salute to disciple, man. Disciple, you are one seriously insightful person, man. I got not no flowers, man. It's about respect. I'm not a child. Well, giving flowers, giving flowers. Flowers die. I need to give consistent, uplifting vibes to everybody in this chat, all the viewers, and I'm sharing it also with Disciple. It is what it is, man. Ongoing momentum, upward, uplifting, ongoing ascension, elevation, and that's what some of his words share. Whether you think he's abrasive or not, don't matter. Son, you know what it is with providence. A lot of y'all know what it is, man. You know what it is when we dealing with that higher power and respecting it and how it manifests. That's what it is. I don't talk about some flowers. Flowers die, whittle, and brittle, and we're not talking about that. We're talking about onward life, and I respect death too, but that's not what this is about. It's about enriching and enlivening and rejuvenating our spirit and our hopes for greatness to come. That's what it's about. Period. And salute to disciple, yo. Straight up and down. John Pulse Hex, what's up? Pulse Nation, C7, and RH Max are the key streamers. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you 100%. I can't argue with that, yo. Plus Wales Only. Shout out to Wales Only. That's all you need. That's all you need. I hear you. BLSX, Hex, that's all you need. I hear you, man. What's going on with Icosa? What they doing? What are you doing? What's going on with Hedron? I can't, man. I can't be wait. This is why I focus on what, I'm saying? People stop talking about Hedron, Icosa, all these things. They stop talking about it for a reason. But look, whether you like it or not, people talk about Hex every day. So they still talk about Hex every day, whether you like it or not. Even this Martini guy put Hex in his tweet today, 4.3 months later. Like, this is not regular. It's different. It's different, folks. It's what it is, man. It's what it is. The man positioned himself along, rubbing shoulders with the likes of Vitalik, right? With the likes of some CZ, even though they're like mortal enemies, Hoskinson, Ada, he put himself, he firmly planted. He went from being a participant, an investor, to a founder, and this is what he got going on. A lot of these guys, man, some high coastal, come on, man, what's going on? What's going on? I don't know about y'all no more, man. Perpetuals too. I don't know about y'all. I don't know about the perpetuals anymore. What y'all doing? You don't care about perpetuals anymore because of the whole E-Hex thing? So is forget about all that. What was all the work for then? I don't. No one talking about them. No one making videos, content, streams, posts, like heavy, like marketing, all this. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Now, I'm not trying to get at you, John Paul Sex, but when I saw the Icosa, I was someone who was learning about the Icosa and quite pleased with it, and Hedron and all that. And then it's just like wah, 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 wah. We're not hearing no update. I mean, updates, okay, update, but nobody talking. But like nobody cares. Why? Because everything low. Yeah, but y'all, it's like you waiting for some Sky Daddy to pump the bag. How that gonna work? How that gonna work? You want to see the work? You do the work. I'm not talking about them anymore. I did my little videos about them, and too much like historical weird interactions and personality issues, especially with the Maximus, like weird things that they do that just kind of like it puts it lets me believe that they got a lot of growing and maturity to go through, a great deal. Might have some kind of brilliance and intelligence, but they definitely have to really really control their emotions and further, develop some more intelligence, man. You might have some great stuff going on, but when you just like, I don't understand, man. But shout out to Goki because he was the only one. Shout out to Goki. He was the only one that I saw in any level as far as being a founder or a builder or whatever who went at Buck. So shout out to Goki, man, because he went at Buck in the 7-hour stream that they erased. That guy erased. You know, why are you gonna erase or something? He's a liar too, man. I caught him in a lie too. He knows what I'm talking about too. You don't care, but I caught him in a lie. He's a liar. That's why I will never believe anything Buck has to say moving forward, because you lied for nothing. But Goki said to Buck directly, hey, listen, Buck, why do you think that people feel the way they feel about you? And Buck was like, I don't know, explain. And Goki was like, no, be for real, Buck. Be honest. Be honest with yourself. Yeah, it was Goki, I appreciate that energy. I don't just like how you be crashing out though, Goki. You be crashing out on other things, but that energy that you gave Buck, salute to that. For real, because nobody else did it. Nobody else did it that were on that same call. Salute to you, man. But yeah, these other projects, man, it's like, yo, whatever. Time will tell. Time will tell. And I know it stings when people say, oh, you not Richard Hart. I know it stings. I know it stings. You know, when you say you're not Richard Hart, but who cares, man? Get over it. And why should it sting? Why should it sting? You created something good, focus on that. I'm too lazy to be creating something good. I don't have the interest to be a coder, a builder, and do none of that, man. So salute to y'all that have the mind, the presence of mind, and the interest to do that and get those things done. That's just not my personality, you know. And I don't have the age to like, just want to just capitalize on the computer network area, blah blah blah. No. I don't. Not my thing. Salute to y'all. But I talk a lot. I'm saying, even though when I don't want to, I talk a lot, man. You know. Yeah. Martini, yeah. He's just, I have no positive words for that guy right now, man. He needs to grow up too. Like these people, they get caught in their emotions, and they just fly off the handle, not understanding that what you do has an effect on people, man. It does. Like, I don't understand. Like even Trevon James, like, yo, dude, man, you've been in this game almost 10 years, bruh. If people are saying, I mean, come on, bro. Like people are saying, yo, are you doing this for a money grab? And you questioning, you saying, yo, if you think I'm doing this for a money grab, then you don't know what you're talking about. Bruh. You must be talking to somebody new. You must be talking to somebody who just found you like 3 months ago, 2 months, yesterday. Like, bruh. Come on. This is what I'm saying about the responsibility factor. Like, yo, well, if people are they like you, they listen to you, they're gonna listen to what you gotta say, and you're telling them what you're buying, you're telling them what you're selling, you're telling them what you're investing in. What do you think they are going to likely do? What do you think? What's the likelihood of them possibly buying what you said you buying, selling what you said you selling? What's the likelihood? Minuscule? A little bit chance? Just a minor chance? Even if it's a 1% chance, that's 1% too high. And I think it's greater than 1%. It's 1% too high, man. I could easily change the whole script of my channel and become the Degenerate Central, Crypto Wonders Degenerate Central show. And you don't think after a while my channel, the whole energy and vibe will be like shit cornery left and right? Easy. and just conjure up schemes and ways to just get money left and right, pumping, dump, pumping, dump, pumping, dump, pumping. Come on, man, and dress it up. Talk about, oh, I'm locking up this. I'm creating a LP and I'm burning the coins like this cute. You're right, grifting talk, grifting, modern new way to grift. You burning the LP, so now that makes you a crypto like a benevolent figure. Oh, you're doing something so saintly. You burning the LP, huh? Oh, so you don't have no coins. You made everything fair. Yeah, this is so fair. Life isn't fair. That's why we're here, and 99% of the world is not. Because why? Life isn't fair. Like, don't buy into these people talking to you about some fair. Don't buy into some Jake Sharp talking to you about some fair launch and meritocracy. Some Jacula Levin talking about some fair. Anybody talking that fair talk to you? Question them, yo. Question them. If this was a fair situation, the entire globe would be talking about some pulse chain if this was fair. You know what I'm saying? They would talk about, come on. And I'm not talking about all over the globe. I'm talking about the participants of the globe. There would be enough electricity for underdeveloped populations to have. There'd be water systems, irrigation, infrastructure laid out if things were fair across the board. We wouldn't have such levels of clandestine, shadowy secrecy and nondescript levels of oppression taking place. If things were fair, come on, son. Don't talk to me about some fair launch. Nonsense talk. Nonsense. People double talk all the time, man. I Pacelto in the building. Compost X says EX is my meme coin since everyone is jumping. Yo, hilarious. Das Chow, what's up, man? Yeah, man. Is it? Did I stream yesterday? Oh yeah, I did. Did I? I must have. Salute to you, man. Das Chow in the building. EX is not a meme coin. Look, in some cases, man, like depending on how you look at it, it's perspective, right? Like some people say it's all the crypto is meme, right? It's just you differentiate with value and utility, and but outside of that, it's like the world looks at crypto, as all of crypto, starting with Bitcoin, as like a meme thing, like joke. They don't take it serious. The bankers and the banksters and the governments didn't take it serious. They took it as a joke until they had to pay attention and realize the network effects were growing by the day, and they couldn't destroy it after a certain while. And they either had to find a way to get in or get basically outdone, which we're not at that point yet. We haven't crossed that threshold yet, but they're trying to take as much of Bitcoin as they can. They're trying to buy so much of it as they can. Buy so much. There's nothing decentralized about that like that. In terms of like quantity and the amount of wallets that hold most of this. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Dr. Moore, how are you? Namaste. Namaste. A blessed Thursday to you. Moundy Thursday. Moundy. A blessed Thursday to you too. That's Child say. Oh, he's speaking to disciple. I'm so far behind, folks. Apologize for that, man. I'm so far behind. It is what it is, man. See, when I start rambling, I'm a man of a certain age, man. You get a little bit of coffee, even though I don't like coffee. Give me some ginger tea, and I'm ripping, man. Ginger tea, man. Piping hot. I wait till it cool down, simmer down a little bit. Some lemon in that joint, maybe a little bit of honey. Fire. So I know it's not a meme. I mean, people are spending like, yeah, for sure. for sure. Crypto Gains Club, what's going on? Let me get your pumping nickel with jam for this. Oh yeah, for sure, man. And I'm gonna have my raisin cinnamon. You know what I'm saying? Gotta watch the carbohydrates though, you know what I'm saying? John Paul says our time will come. Might be late 2025 for our, yeah, 100%. 100%. And when it comes, it's gonna be right. That's the thing. You know, we've been through, you know, those of us have been around, we've been through this. It's gonna come, relax. It's because we know. A lot of us can relax because we know, we understand. And like Sonny said, Gandhiji, listen, if you can't hodl crypto, you don't belong in crypto. Like that's what it is, man. If you can't hodl it, you can't, you're not, this is not for you. And it's true. It's all facts. All facts. Alan saying what's up to Thoughts and Disciple and Dr. Moore. Oh, here we go. Oh, Thoughts. Thoughts. Oh man. Yo, someone's gonna launch it. They see this, they're gonna launch it, man. They're gonna launch it, and you know, I'm gonna be inclined to think you did. Liquid loans are the fire this month. Are they really? Something about their TWAP and their stables decreasing and people getting liquidated for no good. You see? And then folks get mad and upset when when the support for them is just not always there all around there. Yo, what I should do though, man, I'm gonna put a link in the chat, man. And like Harlem Legend says, show your face, not your waist. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're showing your waist, you out of here. I might just put a link in the chat and catch up with everybody, man. Because real quick, man, before it bounce, man. Salute to everybody in here, man. So Diddy did it again. Diddy the Diddler. Yeah. It's crazy, man. Diddy the Diddler. Pimple popping video. Oh no. Pimple popping videos get more views than yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah, my boy behind. Yo, I apologize if I'm so behind in the chat. Yo, why you gotta be talking all this much, man? Tin Top in the building. What's up, Tin Top? Martini guy is a little over 4.6. 4.6 what? Is a little over 4.6 like in height? Wonder when Lambo? Hey, I couldn't tell you, bro. I couldn't tell you. Any Savage. Marketing should be devised, executed by professional marketers. Logos are race cars, web banners. Whoa, you breaking it down, Ernie. Ernie's breaking it down, Ernie. Why you broke it down like that? Tell them. And that's what they were told too, but they didn't want to hear it, you know. They didn't see they don't understand direct marketing and how it's more effective than the brand marketing that's been going on with, right? Logos on sports teams and cars and uniforms and buses, and they just didn't get it. They didn't get it. Point taken, Ernie. Point taken, man. It's crazy, man. I'm telling you. The boy disappeared from crypto during 18 them 100%. You see? Dr. Moore, thank you for breaking that down. See? He disappeared, went into the paranormal lane, built his following, then came back when everything got hot. Of course, that's what they do. That's what, you know. Wheeling and dealing. Imagine a world where we will only need Pulse Chain for everyday finances and wealth. Scooby Dooby Doo. Yo, if that I don't know, man. Like, imagine, right? Think big, right? Imagine that. That'll be scary. That's that'll be scary. That'll be scary. I'd really, hey, that'll be scary. Mm, in a good way, but also in a serious way. J Electron, J. See, I call him J Electronica. Sub J everything. You said I wish I had bars like J Elect. I know, right? He was dating somebody from the Rothschilds, right? For a while, a lady. But and he dropped the album. I didn't even listen to his album that he finally dropped. I listened to bits and pieces. It was cool, but it was like by the time he dropped his album, it was that run that he had. It kind of faded, right? And I'm like, oh God, man, why are we doing this, man? Why are we doing this, man? Elko Badu turns alpha male. See, ooh, we're not going there. We're not going there. Thoughts, Lee, what's up? What's up? Thoughts, we're not going there. We're not going there. I thought of like Common. I thought of Andre 3000. Man, I still didn't listen to Andre's album. The flute thing, I didn't listen to it. I haven't listened to a lot of. I haven't. Man, we're not gonna talk about that right now, man. I do a different stream on that music stuff. We up in here. Salute Al Merlos in the building. What's up? FOMO TV in the building. What's going on, FOMO? Yo, any content creator you recognize here, folks, subscribe to their channel. FOMO, any content creator, thoughts. Even Alan, I think you have a channel. Anybody here? DJ and Doogie, what's up, man? I didn't mean to pass you by, man. What's up, DJ? Any content creator y'all recognize here? And guys, feel free to let them know to subscribe to your channel. If I recognize you and that you create content, I'll also tell them to, like, share, subscribe to your channels and stuff like that. I don't really say that on my channel because I'm just an old set in my ways. Salute to y'all. FOMO, what's good, man? That goalkeeper left you and Wells off his gear. Yeah, so I hear you. I know. It's cool. It's all good, man. I know. We know what it is. You know what I mean? Like we understand what it is. They don't matter anyway. Yo, those lists, any lists that these community members, all this stuff, none of it matters, bro. It doesn't matter, man. None of it matters. You know what matters? You guys right here, right now. This is what matters to me. This is what matters. This is the moment. These moments here is what matters. Not any lists, any fabricated, artificial, made up stuff that people want to contrive to feel good about themselves for a day or two. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about none of that. That doesn't help the charts pump. You know what I mean? That doesn't make us really see life-changing gains and allow ourselves to pay for our freedom to be financially independent. None of that. None of that matters. None of that. That's why I don't bother with any of that. I don't listen, man. You're gonna get me in another bag in a minute, man. I don't care about these things that these people be trying to, kumbaya, Richard, kumbaya, pulse chain. I don't care about none of that because they're not real. These people are not genuine. They're two-faced, fake, phony people, man. Evil intentions, wicked, snakes in the grass. That's what they are. There's nothing. I don't care about what they got going on, bro. And it's not a thing to you, Dots. It's just being real. Like with these folks out now, y'all already know. Y'all already know. He said, when I confronted this California. Yo. yo, yo, man. Yo, I could see him saying these words. That's why I'm laughing. I could see Dot saying these words very animated that like that. He's very animated that way. Dot's you wildin', man. Dot's you wildin'. I know. I understand though, man. He said they're all about to get a less than just. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Yo, yo, Dots, do the work like you can only do, man. That's all I'm you do the work like you could only do. Wait, I'm gonna drop a link in the chat, man. Like I was about to say, man, yo, listen, man, show your face, not your waist, man, because I'm not shout out to a Harlem legend, man, but I'm not gonna tolerate any foolishness. You know what I'm saying, anybody want to come up, you're more than welcome. Need that joint. I'm saying. Someone said, "Oh, oh, wait. Before I read your thing, oh, ho. I'm jumping. Okay, stay talking shit about RH like a yeah, he does. He does. I just liked how he pushed back Buck, even though they're both dickheads. I just like how he gave Buck some pushback versus nobody else. You know, yeah, I agree with you, man. It's not like they cry babies too. I don't like the crying. Stop the blood clot crying. Nobody cares, man. E hex, okay, it's not about E hex no more. It's about pulse chain hex. Stop crying. Nobody cares about how you feeling that you went to Solana. Nobody cares except your cheerleaders. Like nobody, you know what I mean? Like these young people, they created something that's providing value. That's not even important enough for them. It's about a game and like winning. What do you think? You're gonna win a trophy? You think this is football season? Like this endless? You're playing an endless game of football, touchdown after what you trying to do? And then you stumble and bumble along the way. And Dip Catcher doesn't like to be humble. He'll after things blow up in his face, then he'll say, "Oh yeah, you know, Polly had a contract, but I did a fail safe to do this and that." And then some people from the Amish team questioned Dip Catcher and asked him, "Which artists have you supported in this meme coin lane?" And Dipcatcher was just like, "Oh, I'm an artist. I support people in my community. I do things for my community." Instead of even just trying to just be courteous in a way where you're trying to connect, even if it's fake. I don't deal with orange. I don't deal with no meme coin, nothing. But I'm watching how people move because you're supposed to be a creator of something that I was supposed to put my money in. So I want to see what you're about. And then when I see how you're moving crazy, not really crazy about your projects, especially when you had a couple hiccups along the way, like this recent hiccup with the launch, with your thing on that Solana chain. Like, yeah, bruh. We're not doing that. We're not do. Keep your good luck to both of them. Like much success, but I don't listen, man. RH is already a pill for me. Just like RH already is like a lot to deal with. You mean to tell me you got a bunch of mini wannabe RHs out here? No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that, like at all. We're not doing that, bro. Like hell no. Hell no. It's already trying to, nah. Enough of that. I'm dealing with Pulse Chain, Hex, Pulse X, Ink, and let's rock and roll. That's it. 100%. But you yeah, 100%. There's no liquidity. You can't even. They dropping all kinds of tokens every day, multiple tokens a day, multiple. You know. Yo,
what's up?
What's up, Fomo?
Just hanging out, watching the rain.
You watching the rain?
Yep, watching the rain.
Yeah, man. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it has. We ain't spoken in a while.
Yeah, man.
Doing good?
Yeah. Of course, man. Trying. Creating content, talking shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What else is new?
That's all you can do. You got to keep your mind occupied during these times.
Yeah, for real. Like all these meme coin activities, man. It's just you know, it's crazy. Every day is like 10 meme coins dropping on.
Well, I noticed that a while ago, like a couple months ago. It's funny because I pointed one out to Trevon a few weeks ago, and he was like, "There's only 4.6 thousand liquidity, man. That's a small cap." And then they always rug the liquidity, but it's like I feel like there's a group. It's got to be something like a group or the same person puts a bunch because they always put the same. If you look, you'll see the same amount of liquidity on
Mm-hmm.
most of these. Like
Mm-hmm.
that can't be just coincidence.
100%.
So
100%.
and they'll take $5. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's $13. They take it. It's like damn.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll just snipe it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
And-
if you do that, 10 times a day, you could make a
right,
living.
right. Who has who has the time? Like if not you, but like these people, let's say there's a group of guys, that's what they're doing. Maybe if this is what they do all day, they have the time and can launch, 10 coins in a day and try to fleece people, rug the liquidity or whatever. But come on, man.
Well, some of
You
them put a sale tax on it, and you don't know none of this when they first come out, and that's what you're chasing.
yeah.
And so you can't sell. They throw the liquidity in there. They get impermanent loss against the coin, and
Mm-hmm.
they walk away with all the DAI or the coin that they want, and then they just leave. And it's like, you get stuck holding the bag. And
Right.
yeah, I've been noticing that. It seems like it's got to be like the same individual or individuals doing it because those liquidities are always like 6.4.
You see?
It's always the same thing.
You see? On Pulse.
Yeah, on Pulse. And I
Yeah.
mean, is there any kind of legality behind that? I mean, you're allowed to pull your liquidity if you want, right? You're free to put liquidity up
Right.
and take it. I wonder if it's even, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Laws against that? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, the folks are just taking advantage, bro. It's open lane, it's open season for grifting, man. This is what is going on right here. It's right here. It's ripe for the picking or the taking or whatever. However that saying goes, this is what's happening here, bro. Open season. I can launch something right now and do the same thing, but I'm
Yeah,
not.
you could go to what is it? Is it gopulse.com? And
GoPulse.com.
you can create a coin right there.
Exactly.
Cost you gas. That's it.
Dots Chow. What's up, man?
Boom, bama. What up, man? Yeah.
Dots, you out of control, man. You out of control.
Look at this shit, yo.
Yo, Dots.
Got me pulling over, motherfucker.
I hate you, man. We got FOMO and Dots in the building, folks. What you up to? What you doing?
Oh, I just got done burying a few more of the bodies, and
Oh, here we go. See.
intending.
There goes my monetization, bro. Yo, Thoughts, what's wrong with you, man? Yo, Thoughts. Thoughts.
Man, somebody got to get their hands dirty.
Thoughts. When you gonna do some type of impromptu stream, man?
There's been a series of challenges. We're in the process of overcoming, man. We shall return.
Okay.
We will.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's episode 111, baby. Episode 111 is humming, coming at you.
Got you. Got you. You there?
I think you.
Together
I
in
wonder.
order to do this stuff. I mean, the people will remember Bloodhound Badger. They'll remember Freddie Fox, aka Bumpy Knuckles. They'll remember Reggie.
Right.
They'll remember Not a Nunca. I got a lot of characters that I have to assemble, and they're far and wide, dude.
Right.
It's actually just
Yeah,
different facets of my psychosis, but don't tell anybody.
it's all good. It's all good. I miss listening to some of the tracks you play in the beginning of your streams, man.
Dude, I got 7 tracks for the next record. Only need vocals and cuts. And this is going to be like the first in a series of 3 records I'm going to do to say bye-bye, because nobody wants to see a 60-year-old man on stage rapping. So I got 8 years left to get the performance aspect out the way. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. Well, the stage could be virtual, man. Things are different now. I'm not trying to be on stage either, man. I don't care about none of that.
The toggle switch on the wheelchairs nowadays is really
Oh,
sensitive.
see, he said toggle switch on the wheelchair. No, but look, you put me on to Post Contra. You put me on to some of the work by the Griselda. The Griselda team. Yeah.
Yo, can I tell our brothers? Can I tell our brothers and sisters, if there's any sisters, hello sisters, but can I tell the brothers that when Wales Only and I became friends and met, and he invited me, man, I was so honored when that brother just was inviting me to be steady on the stream. It got to be there for a minute where it's like I was like the right hand man, and maybe a little bit too much of the comic foil for him, right? But when we was talking, he and I we had that vibe going. And the one day we finally crossed the Rubicon of the subject of music. And I say to him, I said, yo, bro, man, I got to be honest with you, man. Like, I'm known, I opened up for Bebel Gilberto, okay, the daughter of the guy who wrote Girl from Ipanema. I opened up for Lee.
Oh, wow.
I opened up for Lee Scratch Perry, who produced all the Bob Marley records that all the fucking suburbanites love nowadays, okay?
Really?
I opened up for Antibala, which was the Fela Kuti Nigerian style of Afrobeat, right? Your boy also opened for, wait for it, at the TLA, South Street, Philadelphia, in my prime. I opened up for Nas.
Oh, for real?
I did, and I don't mean little Nas X, that motherfucker in the Nas.
The godson, Nasir Jones.
Man, dude, that's 6 albums that he has done with Hit Boy. Each one of them fucking records is a classic. Its own right, man.
Wow.
This was the Made You Look tour when the heat was as hot as it was going to get between Rock, okay, and between Nas and Camp. And we all know not everybody popularly looked at that like, oh, Nas would get destroyed by Jay-Z's people because they're so commercial. Yo, people didn't know the hitters, the fucking hitters that Nas had out there in the world. So The Rock had just signed Philadelphia's own Freeway and Beanie Siegel. And I don't know who planned this shit, but at that gig, half the fucking backstage in the green room is the Rock affiliated Beanie Siegel and Freeway. The other half of that backstage is Nas's Psychopaths. You want to talk about, dude, you could cut the tension in there with I'm thinking somebody's going to pull out a Zig 9 in the back of TLA. And I'm up there with my crack ass again, just ficky, mind my business. And the motherfucker from Power 99 comes up to me and goes, he says what they all say. I really like what you're doing. They don't fucking like what I'm doing. They don't. It's too underground. It's too real. It's not poppy enough. Whatever. He goes, I forgot my headphone jack. Can I borrow your headphone jack? I'm like, motherfucker, you're making 6 figures a year. I'm making dick cheese doing this shit. You want to take my headphone jack? You know what? I said, here, charity. So I gave that motherfucker my headphone jack. He promised he would give me a shout as well as place it. He never did. Of course, he never did.
Oh, wow.
But Nas came out and killed it, and there was no violence.
Wow, that's fire, man.
Did you get your headphones out?
Fuck no. He flipped me the bird as I was leaving. He's like, yo, post out. But, yeah, man, of all the genres, you know what I'm saying, man? It was all those genres that I was proficient in because I was a student jazz theory on guitar, but hip hop I didn't have no choice, man. That was my heart and soul.
That's fire.
Yeah, man.
That's fire, man.
I got stories. That's what happens.
I'm sure you do.
Old and crushed.
We got another guest. We got B Weezy in the building.
Good morning from the West Coast.
Yo, my voice is my sound is trash. I don't know what's going on. Yo, forgive me, guys. My microphone.
Yeah, it might be me.
I can't hear you, B Weezy, if you're talking.
No, I wasn't talking.
Oh.
I said it's good morning from the West Coast.
Oh, good morning. Got you.
And Doc talking about his hip hop history, funny with this whole P. Diddy situation going on.
What's happening there? I keep seeing the headlines, but I never read no article. Like, is the dude came out as gay?
They came to hide the evidence.
Right. This is the most conversation I've had about Diddy all week, by the way. Like, I don't know either, man. Like, my timeline is flooded with that, and I just tune it out. Like, it's like they knew about him. This guy historically has been shady for the better part of 30 years, man. Like, so I don't know, bro.
40, really? Yeah.
He said 40, really? Oh,
right.
Man, not a good.
Been shady, man. Like crypto. You got some shady people that been in the system for a long time, man. You're gonna get exposed.
Something else, man. Like if you Diddy something, like I don't know if I want that to be my name and shit.
Right. There's a coin already called No Diddy on Post Trade. It was launched.
Oh no.
Thank you.
By the way, don't be surprised if on Monday someone makes another coin because it's April Fool's Day as well. It's like foolishness. Foolishness is the real word of the day.
Right.
Friday, you called it, dude. You said you're gonna make a Kiwi coin. Like I said, you kept my mouth shut, right?
Yeah. Somebody probably drop it later, man. You could drop it on GoPost.com. Some people they throw in like a little bit of money, do a little LP, and then you get to go. I don't know. I don't know about these things, man.
Me neither.
It's open season, man. It's open season.
Your thumbnail wonder, right? Actually, that's the first thing I saw when I woke up on Twitter. Right. I looked at that guy's profile for a second, and I'm not gonna say what he's been promoting on Solana, but it's more foolishness. It's just another, all right, throw a dart. Okay, this thing's going up. Oh my God, I'm so excited. It's like, all right,
100%.
You rely on a chain that's down every 72 hours.
Right. Right.
And you know it's gonna happen during the peak of the bull, right? Like that shutdown's gonna happen just like a centralized exchange, and then that's when people are gonna complain. It's like, well,
It's similar. It reminds me of like when you have to off board, when you have to on ramp, off ramp, blah blah blah. You have to go through something like Coinbase, and then it just happens to be that day where withdrawals are suspended, right? It just happens to be that day when you need that, and it's shut down. And that reminds me. I mean, come on, man. What Salon? What we doing? Like this is not it. This isn't it. That's not it, bro. It's
you
not
guys
it.
have heard of meme coins, right? You've heard meme coins. Have you ever heard of meme chains?
Right.
right.
Meme chain. Right. That's gonna be next. That's gonna be next.
Like what?
You know, I really wish people listen to like Identity Block more, because you know what he's been saying for years.
Dude,
It's that these people should know every time they do trading like a madman, they have to report that as a transaction to the IRS, right? Like,
shout out to Identity Block.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Like I hope people know this is all taxable, even if they're only like trading $5 each. It's like you still gotta report that, you know, on your fiscal year earnings and stuff. But
okay, but you know, I
let them.
Waters Above reports that if you're conducting business and you're taking payments of a cryptocurrency in your course of business, and you have a dedicated, if you have my understanding, and I'm not an accountant or a financial advisor, do not listen to me. You've got to DYOR, triple confirm this shit. But Waters Above, who is damn flawless. I put him up there with Wales. He reports that if you have a dedicated account at your credit union or bank and you take payments, okay, that way that's not capital gains.
I don't know. You're asking a question or you're making a statement?
I'm making a statement. I'm sorry if my mic's breaking up. Waters Above said if you take your payments as a business and you have a dedicated bank or credit union account, right, and you're taking your payments as crypto, and you're not leaving it in there, I would assume the time plays a factor in this. But you're just moving it right over in fiat. Apparently, that's not capital gains.
Oh.
But like I said, DYOR, everybody. I'm not your
100%. Yeah, DYOR for sure. And no, not giving tax advice, financial advice, or life advice. You know, just
terrible advice.
And he rugged himself, yo. Why are you rugging yourself, bruh? Oh man.
Yeah, but Wonder, I told Westcott this in a conversation. I said, you know, since I'm not gonna partake in the foolishness, I want the fools to keep making every single little idea possible so they run out of ideas and go. They look over in the corner like that John Travolta meme on Pulp Fiction. You know, like, wait,
right,
what's next? What do I do?
Right. Oh, okay.
Because that's at the rate that they're going, man. It's like they're probably gonna do every single joke,
they're crashing
animal,
out.
person. I don't know at this point. Like at the rate that they're going, they're gonna run out of any idea possible.
They're crashing out, brother.
Yeah,
they're crashing out because it's overkill. Yeah, that's you could just see like every day throughout the day. Now it's just ramped up. You finding people launching multiple meme coins now per day. Like this week alone, there's been at least 2-3 a day that I've noticed myself. You know, like I'm like, wow, like this is just what it is. It's going to be coined, in my opinion, its own sort of like era within Pulse Chain where it was just like meme coin era or whatever meme coin craze or something, because that's what it is. That's what it's turned into right now. It's just
no. I threw in a towel of like, yeah, people were crashing out when I saw people making projects based on 2010 2011 era jokes
Yeah.
and memes. You know, one in particular based off a former college and NFL player that based himself around like an animal.
Right.
You know, and that phrase that came with that animal. And I'm like, man, you guys are crashing out big time because don't nobody who's a youngster that wants to invest in meme coins now have any idea what that means.
Yeah.
Where it originated from. But
exactly.
Salute to you if you want to play that game.
Exactly. It's I don't know, man. Like I'm just patiently, just living, doing what we have to do in the meantime, and watching and spectating and watching. Like this is like just constant moments of me shaking my head left and right, left and right, left and right, because that's what I saw too when I went to Twitter, was that post by Martini guy. And I said, oh no, this right here is just out of control. This right here is just like,
I said he needed to go to school again because don't nowhere in the dictionary say better equates to worthless.
right. 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 100%. 100%. 100%. And the responsibility, folks don't care, man. Like, see, you have an advantage because you definitely have youth on your side. You're in the space, right? That's a great advantage that you have. And you have the future is super bright for all of us, but for you in a sense, because of your time, the time that you have to work for you to take advantage of. A lot of people are gonna miss out. A lot of people, even in your peer group, in your generation, those of you who could understand things so much better than I can, and my peers in my generation, like a lot of them are gonna miss out because they're not understanding that, it's not everything about living today and forget about tomorrow. You have to actually plan. You have to just respect the fact that you might exist here another 5-10 years. Why not? And what are you going to do? You're just going to gamble every day into some stuff that's just crazy? It's the most volatile market space that we understand to date, mankind. So we have to get in where we fit in a certain way to allow these things to work for us. Because otherwise, what's the point? They're going to lose out. All these people, and not just folks in your age group, my age group too, because there's a lot of people in my age group that's encouraging this stuff. And whatever. Everyone has a right to do whatever they want. But I just don't support irresponsibility and lack of accountability. I'm not gonna do that. That's like me saying, hey, you know what, folks, that's it. I'm out. And then if you are of sound mind, you'd be like, okay, good for you. But there might be that one person that says, oh, Wonder's out. Maybe I should be out too. I'm gonna be out because Wonder said, that happens. That stuff happens. And it doesn't help everyone. It doesn't help the people. Because then when the market leaves them, they're gonna look back and say, oh, shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yesterday, I went to see for fun the new Ghostbusters with a lady, and there was a particular phrase that like a character said in that movie, saying, paraphrasing here, like, "Oh, it was the '80s. We didn't care much about the future." And right. what you just said is like, it hit me. It's like, that's true. People don't look 10 years beyond. They just look at, well, what's happening tomorrow, which sometimes is not always a bad thing, right? But the way these people are playing that sort of game with that mindset is terrible for their health. That's only going to kill them in the long run.
Of course. It's debilitating. Like you're engaging in activity, and then you're finding other people who are engaging in those same activities. So it becomes a bigger problem, because now you're competing with other folks who are engaging in harmful, degenerate gambling, right? Addictive activities like this. Like, oh, wait a minute. Empire token launched. Oh, okay. Yeah. Chipotle coin launch. We're gonna do that. This and we got to ape into BitPay coin launch yet. No.
Yo, Toys R Us. Hey, it's time
Toys
for
R
this
Us.
nostalgia. I don't know, bro. At this rate.
Right. It's out of control. It's out of control, man. Foolishness for real. And did you notice? And I should have pulled this up. When I get my skills up, I'm gonna pull this up. I'm gonna get my skills up. I'm gonna pull this up.
Hey,
We have
salute
Disciple
to
in the building.
Disciple.
How you brothers doing, man?
Excellent.
Excellent, man.
We have
Just
Dr.
came
Raj.
to shout y'all out, man. Appreciate you brothers streaming, man. It's boring out here when y'all not streaming.
I hear you, man. We have Dr. Daraj in the building. He's muted up though, and we have Thoughts
Thoughts is
back
back.
in
My
the
man
building.
Thoughts Child. And I got your DM Thoughts, by the way.
Good.
I got your DM, big homie.
Yo, is that a better signal, Crypto
Yes,
Wonder?
it is. Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank
it
you.
is.
Thank you for having me back, sir.
Not a problem. But what I want to hold on one second. I want to salute Dr. D. Raj Moore, right?
Yeah.
I want to have a chance to have him bless us with a song. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, I haven't heard this shit forever.
we got Disciple B Weezy Thoughts with Dr. D. Raj. Please bless us with a song. How are you, sir? How are you? Whatever you're ready.
Right now, I'm not prepared for it.
I'm sorry.
I'm not prepared for it,
Oh,
and maybe
You gotta have the golden mic.
you know.
Yeah, and I'm streaming via my mobile, so I can't connect that mic. So, anyways, hey, but I'm just going to say, for those who say you haven't heard me for a while, for the past, I think 4 years or so, I do regularly stream every week on the Hex Asians channel.
Yes.
I do occasionally go on the Discord Syndicate and the Hex Guild. See, this is how I do cross promotion, just plugging in myself. But
I see.
Hey, but I call myself a toxic hex maximalist. Now I'm going to start calling myself card carrying toxic hex maximalist, because it is like, it was around like 2020 itself, when people were already starting to talk about, we need to be building bridges, we need to reach out to crypto community. Like, I was the one saying that no, crypto doesn't work that way. Like, there is a reason why there is a big bunch of Bitcoin maximalists, and Bitcoin has been doing so well. See, the thing is, when you build bridges, inevitably there will be trolls trying to set up their shop under those bridges, and that is what I've seen happening.
Okay.
Like, anyways, I'll keep quiet for a little while.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
It's a point well made. It's a point well made, Doc.
Excellent point. 100%.
I'm in the bridge demolition business myself.
Speaking of, RIP to those who lost.
Oh my God!
In Baltimore, yeah, that was crazy.
Yo, man.
Yeah.
It's funny business.
Yeah, we'll see what actually happened.
Or not.
It's like
the thing about this.
No tugboat, no this, no that.
Yeah. Listen, when a loon ball like I'm sorry, Disciple, I couldn't hear you. Go ahead.
No, you got it, brother.
No, I just wanted to point out, like, I might be a bit of a loon ball, but I've been independently studying the things that I believe are important for 20
5 years. You know what I'm saying? So my conclusions that I come to are informed conclusions. And a lot of times I get repudiated by people whose emotions will not allow them to accept the reality of the situation as it exists. If you're, as a person, doing something like that and you're not willing to take a look at some cold, hard facts, maybe you want to ask yourself a question like, I don't know, do social architects or the people who they call them elites or the cabal, I don't use any of those terms, but you know, questions to ask that are relevant. Do they have a practice or a religion, a set of beliefs that kind of hold them together and that they all adhere to? People will look at you like you got 3 heads. What kind of craziness is this man speaking? I'm here to tell you that after a 25-year journey down the rabbit hole, I'm here to testify. They very much do adhere to a belief system, and you could call it a religion of sorts. Okay. I'm not going to get into the tenets of what that is on this stream, but when you see with those eyes, right? You hear with those ears and see with those eyes. My nose even smells it. You see that ship, you know exactly what's going down. You know exactly what is happening. And it's just the latest edition of the devaluation of the sacred human life. Okay? You ain't nothing but a piece of shit. You're an expendable piece of shit, and we will do with you as we see fit. Okay, yep. Because that's their belief system. I shan't go into it any deeper than that. You can tune into my streams where I don't care. I will go into it, and I've never been I might have been canceled by Hexico a couple times, but I ain't never been pulled off YouTube for nothing.
Right.
And we can talk about that stuff. My brother's here.
When you go through Aleister Crowley stuff, they do it. You literally see them praise all of this left hand magic. And so they're pushing it, man. But what's happening now is there's a revolution against it happening within, all platforms. You see the spirit of people fighting back. And I think that's a reason why people are gathering here, And so we see that. We see that. Like a counter revolution is happening.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Speak that, man. Speak that, because that's what it is. I said we had serendipitous synchronicities in Hexico, and I said we had soul group incarnations, and that the best of the Hexicans. Now, if you listen, guys, to Wales Only's first, second, third, fourth stream, you guys won't recognize that motherfucker because he was sunshiny and hopeful. God bless him. He was hopeful about this place. It was through a series of realizations and machinations throughout this the intervening time that we all came to see more accurately what was going on around here. Now, Wales and I, Wales would say, I don't give a fuck. And I would say, yeah, but I think we need to be aware that there are going to be agents and interlopers, because what are we here for? We're here for the sovereignty of your right to transact as you see fit. I'm sorry, but that's divine. That's divine.
That's why it's so easy to identify thoughts. That's why when people come in here with that traditional finance, I come from the legacy market, corrupt mindset industry, and they're trying to bring it here, you already know they're a snake. You already know they're a snake. It's like,
boom, bama. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Oh, I wanted to say one more thing, because I got a patient that just pulled in. But Wells Only was telling Westcott, you remember this? Wells Only was telling Westcott all of these things when Westfield first pulled up. And basically Wells was just like, man, I tried that, man. Tried to be kumbaya and see the best, and you just realize people are fake, man, over time. And it's just unfortunate, but it's just the reality of the world we live in. People are here for our own personal profit. So the whole idea of community coming together, it's funny, they'll use that to get your attention, but the whole time they're just trying to grift you. 100%. And it's just like disgusting behavior.
Yeah, or see if they're there for you when the rubber meets the road. See if they show improve when the road gets a little bumpy.
Mm-hmm.
They'll hang you up on a cross in a microsecond.
Yep.
They've been flaming my ass. They've been flaming my ass, and all of you guys, all you motherfuckers that are like me, they've been flaming us and hanging us on crosses since they stepped up in here like they're the authority.
For sure.
Yeah. You got Dr. Diraj here. You got CWP here, among others. These guys are fucking pre-day one Hex OG motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What?
For real. Exactly. But, you know, and I don't even, I don't know, bro.
I know you don't pull that out.
You know what I mean? Like it's just folks are just enamored with their own egos, right? And their fake pseudo power or position and acting like what you said isn't relevant, right? As far as like we don't matter in the grand scheme of things, right? So what is the point in trying to consistently outdo, outperform, try to, you know, it's not about being nihilistic, but it's about understanding our position. And we have a position we all have to play. And it's not about tearing other people down who may have a greater calling, right? And trying to outdo and pretend like you're right and everyone else is wrong and pay attention to me when there's a system that was created here, a system that's been working for 4.3 years that consistently works, that has no disruptions, 100% flawless uptime, like the man says, all these things, and we still talk about it to this day. Every other project that has launched after Hex, that's been supposed to work with Hex or whatever in this community, Pulse Chain, blah blah blah, can't say the same. Cannot say the same. There's something to say about that. You know, that's what identifies Hex as a piece of technology that does have product market fit, because people continuously return. They come back and buy more and stake more or buy a little bit less or whatever, but it has a relevant, it's relevant, not these other things that are going on. They're losing relevance.
Yeah, absolutely. And okay, no counterparty risk. You're your custodian. No admin keys. What are all these new projects? They say, oh yeah, oh, it's an inconvenient truth, isn't it? But oops, I forgot to tell you, we actually do have to have a couple admin keys here, you know, to rock out with. No big deal. No big deal.
Big word there. Oops. Yeah.
Right. Whoopsie. Yeah.
Oh my God, you got me dying sometimes, man. Yo, guys, on this album that I was talking about, there is no human being. He probably even recently passed Wales. There's no human being that's going to be more sampled than Crypto Wonder on my next fucking record, dude. Oh my God. Whoopsie.
I hear you, man. It's for the love, man. It's for the love.
You're good. You're good, baby. Hey guys, give it up for Crypto Wonder. Is this motherfucker on a run or what, man? Crushing it, man. Big up Crypto Wonder, man.
Appreciate that, but you guys give me a reason to do the work too. You know, if it wasn't for you guys that have been rocking with me this long, I will, I'd be talking to myself religiously. It's all good.
We're like a football team, dude. I had to fall back a little bit. You came up, you're like, I'm in the fullback. Fucking just hand Larry Zonka. He's Larry Zonka in this shit. Like, give me that thing.
Undefeated.
No, you gotta keep it moved, man. We in it to win it, man. This is different. This is This is life-changing stuff that we're participating in. Like, that's serious, man. I take this very serious. Like, you guys are gonna go in my brain, in my annals of history, in my mind, as part of my experience and all. You know what I mean? Like, I value that. That alone has value, and we're reliving something that we can't even really comprehend, right?
I think you're right. I think you're right.
This is deep, bro. This is deeper than rap. You want to talk about early days, the people who built the pyramids and civilization, and this is in our own way. We're doing the same thing right here, man. We try to capture this idea with how you say Hexaco and all these things. It's not that much different in a sense, right? Ours is more ethereal. Ours is more, not tangible, but our thoughts have to build. Right?
Say those of us who are the most thoroughly marginalized delegitimized and repudiated in this motherfucker are the real Hexicans.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
KDP come out here and says, I have no right to speak. KDP, who represented my cousin who's my onboard, okay, the guy who was with Jesse and started Liquid Loans and is now heading up Power Shitty, right? His attack dog, my cousin who I'll never speak to again, who I onboarded. Sorry, guys, my fault. I'm the reason Liquid Loans and Power Shitty exists. Thank you very much. My fault. Sorry. So this motherfucker, he sends KDP after me in a space the one day. And notice, guys, see, I say names. I say names. She comes up in there because, you know, breasts and blonde hair are all that matter. And she says, you have no right to speak. You have no authority. Oh, word, bitch.
Wow.
Meanwhile, I was just telling my life story. I didn't know that she was a greater expert on, my life story.
And if it wasn't for you, she might have not even been affiliated, or what. There wouldn't be anything for her to talk about to represent.
Now I'm going to watch myself.
It's crazy because, you know, I also woke up to one of her posts saying, like, we need to disband Liquid Loans or something like that. It's like, oh, how it comes full circle, right? Yeah.
So Thought was right from Jump Street. Huh. Imagine that.
Yeah. I'll pull it up right now.
Wow.
Vindication? You know what? It don't feel like vindication because I don't want people to get hurt.
Right. Exactly. That's never a good thing. I don't either want people to get hurt, but that is crazy. 360. Look how it turned around. Wow. See, a lot of times people are not exercising maturity and wisdom, man. They're not. It's about filling their pockets up, their greed, satisfying their day-to-day craving and whatever. They're not thinking about tomorrow and their fellow man and woman. They're thinking about themselves, man. That's it.
Oh, are you doing a comedy routine right now? I didn't know you was doing a comedy routine right now. Fellow man. Oh my God.
Fellow man, right? Yeah. They embrace amorality, right? Go ahead.
Yeah, Wonder, you were saying earlier about, like, you know, thinking long term and things like that, right? Maybe I was blessed to have that mindset growing up from a family of immigrants who had to reshape everything in their adulthoods, right? Even as far back as their 20s. I mean, their 30s, excuse me. Right. So it's like, well, yeah, you got to just stick to a long term plan because you never know when you got to restructure everything.
You know, I could say some shit. It's just funny to me, man. Like, now that white people are having to feel some of this shit. You know, it's like, I'm sorry. I gotta.
You talk, man. Like, you don't hold back.
You're not wrong, but you're not wrong.
You're not wrong. Talk, man. Like, you don't censor yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I hear you though. Well,
see,
you know, I hear
my
you.
people was salt of the earth, right? Okay, and like I've famously told the truth. Okay, I have a great uncle. There was a Polak who was advocating for what you would now equate to a union back in the 1910s. Okay, and Pinkerton agents shot this man in the back of his head and killed him. Okay, on the way back from late shift down the mine shaft in Western Pennsylvania. And that's the lineage that I come from, right? Salt of the earth, motherfuckers. This is during an era when, you know, the unions were like maybe an incipient crypto. Okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, well-intentioned.
That's right. Salute to all the unions, country, worldwide. Salute to the unions, man. The people.
Whoever protects workers' rights, be that a union or whoever it is, man, right?
Exactly.
Like, call it whatever you want.
Exactly. I've been a union member for too long. You know,
They're
but
all
yeah,
fucked up. Yeah, they're all fucked up now for the most part. But
wow, yeah, man, this can't lose sight of who we are and why we are here and what we're doing, man. We can't lose sight, man.
you never let us do. You guys like you, Dr. D, Wheezy, Disciple, Wales Only, ATX, Westcott, they're learning the ways. You know, like I'm so glad Wales had that conversation with them bulls. I really am, man. Like, because it would be a temptation to come up in here all sunshiny and poppy and then find out the hard way what really goes on. You know, like Wales is the only one that had the authority, and he
Wow.
does that work. He does that work.
Right.
People don't understand Wales. People don't fucking understand Wales. And now that Wales is being Wales, Bronx, Army, Wall Street, Dominican Republic, fucking Wales, unapologetically, people are like, oh, that doesn't taste as good. I don't know about that.
I need my Iowa farmer urban life taste instead.
No, and listen, there's some hard motherfuckers who are on the right path out in Iowa who are farmers, right? We all know that. But the thing about it is when you could borrow on his brownness and his blackness and his nationality and the Bronx, the boroughs, when you could borrow on his violence, you liked it. Because you felt like he was rah-rah on your team. And, oh, my God, this gives me some depth. I got depth now. Okay? But now that he ain't fucking sing-songy, what you know, he used to have 800 to 1,000 people watching his streams.
Right.
What's he got now? 73, 150. What? What? Tell me why. Tell me why. What?
Yeah. He didn't conform. He didn't conform.
No, and it hurts him, man, because that motherfucker, you know, he didn't want to believe in the first fucking place. He stuck his neck out there to even fucking extend himself out, to even participate in believing in such a thing. And he did so, and he was fucking betrayed again, man. You want to know why he talks the way he fucking does? Wake up.
Yeah, man. Hardcore, man. It's real life. It's real life stuff, man. Like, we're still people out here, you know, like the betrayal is real though.
Not everybody's supposed to come with. It was written.
Facts. 100%. I share to you. For real. I share to that.
Thoughts, I just wanted to crack a joke here. No fading to wheels here, but I always thought he talks the way he talks because he's 24/7 high on weed. but now you cannot deny it, but
That's
the man who lives in a country where they roll hashish with their feet. Get the fuck out of here.
Yo.
You know, how should I say it? Like the kind of weed we get in India is it's completely different. And now even now, actually recently it has been kind of legalized for medical use, and there is more research. So I'm hearing people getting better stuff, but not at the level what we get in the USA. You know, there is this. I've heard there is this this brand or variety of marijuana called the Sleepy Joe. You forget which country you are in.
Oh no!
Look. Anyways, I always bring some comedic relief in between streams when things become a bit too
No, it's sometimes you
heated
need
up.
attention, right? Yeah.
Waka waka.
Yeah, but it's also no, because I also wanted to make a serious point. First of all, because we were all praising crypto wonder prior to this, like also wanted to say that he is doing a great job, because I think it was Dave Chappelle who talked about it, that every village needs a historian. And I think like Crypto Wonder is doing that job for Hexico. Like
Oh,
yes, we do have receipts and we do have like, yeah. I wonder how many people have already forgotten what things happened, or who what people were talking about. Like
I think it was so
earlier
bad.
someone was talking about bitboy. Like bitboy
right.
disappeared during the 2018 or 2019, when
Correct.
and he was doing other than crypto stuff like paranormal activity, best
Yes.
what you call video game reviews. I think like that is how he got his audience. And then after the market turned bullish, then he started really
Coming back.
pushing it. And
Yeah.
even the guy mentioned in the video, like, yeah, Martini guy, like, it's only
Hmm.
after we started like talking about hex, like in the past 4 3 4 months, that I really saw his tweets or anything. Maybe I have already muted him, but nah, he wasn't really that popular. Just go and check his views, like the difference in the view count between 2020 and now, like it's a
Yeah.
complete slump. And uh,
Yeah.
now I have to tell this thing, like this is a common tactic used by these crypto influencers, especially the big ones.
Uh-huh.
Every alternate stream they will talk good and bad about a coin.
Hmm.
Yesterday, oh, hex to the moon. Today, no, I am selling it off.
Right. Right.
And it's post fact they were right. So if hex moons, he will delete the selling video, and if the it goes the other way, he'll take out down the hex, goes to the moon video. So
Right.
for newcomers, it's he has been right all the time. So hey man, if the guy knows his stuff, so they will follow, and that is how they get people into doing this stuff. And the thing is, what I have like uh, I have been in hex since day -1. I would say, at least, because, and I have seen all the so-called hex influencers come in. Yeah, in initial days they're all kumbaya. Then yeah, as soon as they sell, they change their tune, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's kind of not like it, for according to me, like it's not just like they come in with ill intentions. It's also that once you get that much money, yeah, people do change your uh, perspective, I guess. Like, and when you see other people like getting away with this kind of I, I would say immoral activities, pumping and dumping, creating shit coins, etc. Like,
Correct.
then even they realize that, yeah, if guy A can get away with it, why can't I get away with it?
Hmm.
Rather, and now we have this I did never bragged about, oh, I am a whale, I am a dolphin, I am a shark. I always say, look, I am just a shy shrimp.
Right.
I just talk like I'm a whale. I am just a shy shrimp. but the fact of matter is like when you see like, but you yourself know what category do you fit in, what your ranking is, and when you see like, yeah, this guy has a lower ranking than me and he is able to get away with doing this stuff, like, yeah, maybe even I can, and maybe I will make more money than him. So that's how things change, man. Like and I've been trying to warn people about liquid loans since even regarding Hedron. Like, I have to say, I was against Hedron. Like, and while I
Really?
was the what you call admin or moderator on other channels, I
Hmm.
think Matty Allen as well as Discourse Syndicate.
Oh
In the
boy,
early days,
yeah. Maddie,
yeah,
Hexologist, and Garage, they sold that motherfucker down.
Okay. Okay.
look, I was even deleting the messages that would pop up with Hedron in the
In
YouTube
the chat.
chats. Like, I was strictly against it, but the I don't know what changed regarding everybody's perspective. Of course, like, everybody was getting a lot of free coins, so yeah, I guess they changed their view regarding Hedron. If it was not promoted initially itself or given legitimacy, like, see, we have to accept the fact, yeah, some people, especially big whales in who were in Hex,
Yes.
got a lot of Hedron and made a lot of money out of Hedron. Those coming in later hardly got any.
Right.
And we will, like, disregard, are we supposed to disregard the blatant pump and dump that happened by that dumpster guy? He, like, and
Oh,
the fact that
Exactly.
did it serially, like, one after other, and like, he was given admin rights both in Telegram channel as well as in other YouTube channels. Like, so that makes you wonder, like, is everything related? You cannot like, prove or deny, but it's like, see, I think it's a George Carlin joke, like, when you don't need a cabal, when personal interests align, people
Hmm.
do act in certain ways. So just be aware.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
that's it.
Share to you.
Yeah,
Facts.
yo, can I make a
uh,
point or ask a question? It's like, why does Hexaco so eagerly accept every latest show that hops across the stage? Like,
Mm.
what is with this? I don't know. It's like we presuppose that everybody's a good actor, or at least it's been that way a lot, man. Like,
Yeah.
people come and they go, yaka taka taka, you know, and everybody goes, oh God, yay, you know, and I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
slow down, man. Like,
Yeah.
we don't need to be sucking these guys off just yet, man. Like,
Right.
let's see what's really up. And that Gunther point just, you know, blew my wig
Shouldn't
back.
shouldn't
Now.
shouldn't suck off. Period. But
You know what I'm saying, though, right? Like,
Yeah,
Duraj
did
makes
he?
a very good point
100%.
with the Gunther thing.
see, uh, I will try to answer that question. Like, why do we, like, I guess, like, it's just
This is us
how,
versus the
like,
world.
maybe people who were in Hex experience that again, like, we were constantly what get gate kept, censored,
Yeah, yeah,
like,
I get it.
shunned in other crypto communities. And that's the thing, it can go either way. Like, half of the people are like, yeah, we were treated that way, so we are going to treat others that way. Or other rather, the majority are like, we were treated ill by other crypto communities, we don't want others to be treated like that, we want to show or accept everyone with open arms.
Hmm.
But yeah, so, like, uh, yeah, like, that may be the answer why we accept everyone, but sadly, that has been our kind of demise.
That's a fair point, Doc. Thanks for bringing that to the forefront, because I think you're right. When it's us versus the world, you need allies, right? So it feels kind of good. I think it would be pretty cool though if somebody with the wherewithal and the time could maybe put together a list. Okay, just make the observation. How many people bounced through here, extracted value, and then bounced out? Like, I wonder openly, like, where'd that fat motherfucker from the NASCAR go? Like, and then I started thinking, like, there's like 10, 20, 30 people come to my mind. I'm like, where'd that motherfucker go? You know, like, I'd like somebody to put together a list, aggregate a list. I mean, and I'm not saying so just to be hateful. I'm saying to prove the point and maybe have people think on their feet and put the head on a swivel a little more. I don't want people to be mean to people out the gate for no good reason. Yes, let's be welcoming, let's be kind, but there's a difference, a subtle difference between that and being a cheerleader.
Yep.
Cheerleading your own demise, cheerleading your own devaluation. Now, come on.
Talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about it. I remember ATX recently, maybe about a couple months ago, he put up a list on his stream, or I believe it was on X, on certain projects that have, launched our Plus chain and that have that have rugged too, because it's just too many chances that I've seen that the community has given to folks who just have basically siphoned the popularity from the Hexicans, siphon the money from the Hexicans, introduce a new project or a new coin, and have just basically hurt the people when they scam. And it's not cool. But, the flip side to that is you can't stop people. Don't be a gatekeeper. Everyone is free to do what they want with their money. All this same old song. It's the same play, just different day. It's the same cyclical tricks that people play. Even Richard Hart got caught in that mess. That mess 2 years ago with Jack Levin. He got caught in that.
Oh man, dude, you've been doing a good job pointing that stuff out.
Yeah, man, because it annoyed me.
Yeah, don't forget, people. Right.
Because this guy, for you to get an approval for Richard, you have to pull teeth. Like, it's the hardest thing in the, and you see how the people here, the founders here, they just vie for his attention so hard. So for Richard to pull somebody up on, not really pull, but it was on Maddie's conference 2 summers ago. And for Richard to tell the guy, listen, brag, man, brag, right? Speak about your accomplishments. And for the guy to just sort of sideways insult Richard, call him.
Yeah, man, there was never shown enough respect there at all. That was a one-way street, man.
That was crazy. And since then, what has Jack produced? What has he produced in a year and a half?
Hopes and dreams.
He practically attacked the Pulse chain when it launched. I remember when the first 12 hours, you were able to transact with 1 or 2 single units of Pulse. After he launched his Zen, whatever Zen,
it went to thousands.
Okay, can I tell you guys, what did I say? I said, Black Jack Levine, man, he's an agent, and I said he's here for the purpose of prematurely aging a blockchain. That's what I said.
You weren't wrong.
You think I made friends?
Wow.
Got death threats.
Wow. You weren't wrong. Because ever since then, we still, it's like it's been prematurely aged. We're dealing with thousands or hundreds of more units of Pulse than.
Yes. Does the crowd understand this in principle? Does the chat? Does the audience understand what we're saying in principle? The thing that's happening with Ethereum right now is like this exponential increase in this cost of your GUI units to transact on the network, right? It's going to happen. It's going to happen in Pulse Chain eventually because we're a system state copy snapshot of the motherfucker right there. Bam, it's going to happen. But you can affect certain protocols that can prevent such a thing from happening too expeditiously. And lo and behold, the moment that Klaus Schwab sent Aya Miyaguchi, his trainee, Okay.
Mhm.
Over to the
Mhm.
Ethereum Foundation. Yo, y'all need to disavow yourself of certain beliefs right now. I know you
Mhm.
like skinny old Vitalik Buterin rapping about badgers and shit. Okay. But here's the thing. That motherfucker has been living his life in a dog cage beneath the stairs under Ayami Gucci's office since she got there. She says any motherfucker who doesn't kick that cage when they come in the office in the morning is getting a demerit. And you got to walk by and you got to go like this and you got to be like, yo, Vitalik, bam! Like you got to kick the fucking cage as hard as you can. And he cowers and she brings him out with a dog with a chain in the morning and she puts him at the podium and he's shaking and shit. And he's like, I'm really excited to announce, you know, dude, it's a mess, guys. Disavow yourself of certain facades, okay, of certain belief systems. Ayami Gucci ain't playing. She got a fucking army at her back.
100%.
They said we gotta fuck this Ethereum up. So if they said that, and they most certainly did, and they affected the changes, and they're still in the middle of their mission,
Mhm.
what do you think they say about Pulse Chain?
Right.
Oh, we don't mind if they're over there transacting for pennies.
Right. Right.
Come on.
Right. The system state copy, they call it, and folks decided to create copies of a copy that was already copied over the. I don't understand. I just don't
Oh
understand.
my God.
Bag, bro. For the bag. For the bag, bro. Like that is just. I get it's capitalism. Get your profit, conjure up some kind of plan, and you know, but it still feels like a fleece. It still feels like something that you know, you just tricking people and you're shilling leverage trading. You're shilling lending. You're shilling the same things that hurt people. This is what you're doing. This is what you're about. And then you got the support from these supporters, these quote unquote VC investors, because they got their money tied in that, and they don't want you to really talk bad about it because that means you're talking bad about that. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
Come
and
on.
what if you say, what if that chart takes a shit? You know, like what happens if the bottom falls out, man?
And you know, come on, man. And it's the same people that vie that cry for the man's attention, but you want to denigrate it and insult him at the same time.
Oh, it's so weird, dude. The way that the builders all, I shouldn't even call them that, but the way that they all fancy themselves.
Yeah, right. For real.
It's a little weird, man. Like
bizarre. Weird is an understatement. For real. That's the best word I could use too. Very weird. Extremely
they call me weird, and you know what? I'll wear that like a badge of honor, motherfucker. I am the weirdest, most singular motherfucker you ever met in your life. So be it. But there's a healthy, unique kind of weird, and then there's this contrived, pretentious, self-serving.
Yes.
Weird.
Egotistical, just self-absorbing, suffer from delusions of grandeur.
The shit-eating grin, man. The shit-eating grin, looking in your face. Here, I gotta do that. You know, like the fuck.
This fake. Exactly.
Oh man, like a couple steps back, please, right now, because this is weird.
Yeah. Yo,
meanwhile,
man.
I'm just out here telling jokes and rapping and shit.
That's it. Trying to enjoy this weird thing that we're dealing with.
This temporary ass thing, right?
Yeah.
That's going away from us at light speed with every breath, baby.
And we're in this technology space. We're weird just by virtue of that, but we're not like extra. You know, the whole pretentious. You know, yeah, filled with prideful, and always right, and you always wrong, and come on, bro. None of that matters, bro.
Yeah. Like somehow your individuality and your bravery and your strength is a threat to whatever they got going on.
Right.
Well, then, okay, maybe like I pointed it out in the chat earlier. And you know what? To be fair, respect to Gold Key if he stood up to fuck butt or butt fuck or whatever his name is. But look, like that motherfucker, he fronted on me like a mother. Now, I know that you and Wales properly, intelligently weren't really bothered by it. So what? Fuck that list. But I was like, yo, man, to me, you trying to rewrite history right now, and I will not abide that.
Yeah, and I could appreciate that point too. That's why I never really like went against your stance like that, because that point is valid, just as valid as really dismissing it. I think that's what kind of like I was like, oh shit, he right. That's what kind of.
What if Gold Key's version is the only version my sons get?
There you go. There you go. 100%.
Okay, now what?
Talk about history, his story. Talk about his story. That's crazy. That's
the pre-rabbinical cults of Babylon made the first attack on history, baby, and it set the precedent for where the fuck we are at today, sir. I will not abide it.
That's right. That's right. That's fair, man. 100%, bro.
They're trying to unplug us. They're trying to unplug us from our
roots. They can't, man. They can't. That's why I laugh, because they can't.
And I'm gonna blow the ending for everybody right now. The good guys win. Fuck off, motherfucker.
Right. You know, it's the work. The work is what matters, bro. It's the work. We're doing the work, bro. We're doing the work.
That's why we're here.
That's why we're here. We're doing the work. I don't care about what anybody else got going on. Consortium, crypto Nori, the Hex Illuminati group. I don't care about
no. Nori doors.
The Nori doors. I don't care about none of that, bro. I don't care about none of them. Elitists, fake, whatever. But who cares, bro? Like, we're doing the work. We understand certain things because we're of a certain age for a reason. We lived this far. We've been through some things to get to where we are today and have a certain understanding. We're applying what we learned. That's it. That's all we doing. That's all we doing, bro. That's it. That's all we doing. What's wrong with that? Because it's supposed to help people. It's supposed to help you and I. It's supposed to help one another. And this is why we're here. Regular people can't understand why we do what we do in this crypto thing. They'll think we are lunatics, batshit crazy, for real. And we still trying to apply normalcy and rationality in all of this crazy mania. Human behavior, psychology, monetary, blah, blah, blah. Come on, man. This is why we're here. You know? But I'm not trying to set traps for people to fall either. You're not going to hear me create content and tell you about, a WD-40 coin and Lai Shinanen token is launching in about 3 hours. Get your wallets ready. And this is what I'm doing and liquidity pool and blah, blah, blah. I'm not doing that. Hurting people. I'm not doing that. You know? And that's okay. Y'all want to do that, y'all do y'all. But don't come try to disparage me and think I'm not gonna, give the smoke back, because that's not how this works. That's how these people do. I don't care about nothing they got going on. We're blessed to be here. We're so blessed to be here. It's not even by this time next year, into the end of next year, we're going to be so like we showered with abundance. Let me tell you, man.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Showered with abundance. By this time next year, to the end of next year, golden, bro.
Man, I wish I owned some crypto.
Me too, man. Me too. I wish I owned some. I wish I owned some crypto too, but we're gonna be golden, bro.
Yeah, but why do people act like we're already past the halvening? It's 2025. It never went up.
Like, they're idiots, bro.
We haven't even hit the halvening yet, and people are acting like the bull cycle is over. They really, really just want your coins. People have to wake up to this, man. We've seen this cycle after cycle. People come in with their grifting opportunities. They're taking advantage of people's ignorance. And this time, there's pushback because of the last cycle, because of the work RH put in as far as educating people, waking people up to the BS. Now there's pushback to the grifters, and it's just like, oh, toxic maxis.
Right.
No, we're just sticking to the tenements that brought us all here.
That's it.
So we haven't even gotten into the bull cycle. It's been a month.
It's been 1 month.
Up from the bottom, fella. DCA, remember that stuff?
Right.
Hello, anybody home? Remember that shit we were talking about 2 years ago? DCAing and delayed gratification,
right?
Being up from the bottom.
100%.
Remember all that?
But now you got these fake smart guys that are really just playing games. You see, we need more coins.
Come on.
I don't think RH really knows. He doesn't really understand the power of meme coins. That's why he never talked about it. He would have talked about it if he understood everything's really a meme.
Yeah, what is that character's name, man? What is Disciple? What's that character's name, dude?
Dumb Smart Dev David. Yeah, Dumb Smart Dev David, man. Right? And so, these guys act like they have better marketing than RH. They have more charisma to bring on a bigger network than RH. And we're like, no, you don't. And they say, you're a hater because you're telling us the truth. No, you're an idiot. You're a moron. And I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
100%.
I don't have to believe you.
Right.
And I don't have to be your friend. Yeah. Who are you?
Right. For real.
That's and so people got so shocked when we came with that narrative.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it's no reason to be shocked. Have you guys never told the truth to each other before? Obviously not. The only person I guess that was doing it was RH.
Yeah. Openly and for free.
Now this ain't a shot. This ain't a shot at Marco intentionally. I love me some Marco. I got respect for him. But how's that tight neck's doing?
Yeah, I have no respect for him. And it's
I know
doing
you don't.
shitty.
We know, but look, like, how's that tight neck's doing? Like what?
Right. Nah.
Look,
Yeah,
are you named? Disciple, you must be named Nostradamus. Like,
right.
Yeah. Because it's not hard to see.
Yeah.
You don't have to be that smart to know this shit is going to fail. It's a non-charismatic leader that's a fake smart guy that's leeching off the RH community and has no technique towards bringing in onboards. He doesn't. Yep. There's no way that the project was going to do well. And then, well, you see, you guys don't understand coding and tokenomics.
Right.
Golly, bro. There's tons of so-called good ideas out there that will never get off the ground. Ever. Right. And this one wasn't even a good idea.
At all. It worked for maybe 2 months. And then nobody, is really giving it the same attention that they were giving it back in November.
Maybe a 2-week window. I'm sorry.
When these guys aren't technically trained, you know what they're doing, right? They're reading 4 or 5 magazine articles about other tokens or other projects, and it's like Christmas morning or something, and they're picking and choosing. I want it to be like this, and I want it to be some of this, and I want it to be like this. And, and they're not professionally trained, okay? So they're just jackasses trying to get some attention. That's me without the coin, motherfuckers.
Hey. They called Crypto Bigfoot called Titan X Teen Titans.
It's just ridiculous, man.
Tiny Titans.
We keep having to say this. I remember when Pulse Chain and PLSX first launched, we were like, hey guys, it hasn't even been a year yet, which it still hasn't. And we're trying to remind everybody, yo, sit tight. We're still in the bear. So now that we're finally starting to see the bull, everybody's like, where's the gains? Yo, chill out. We ain't even got past the halvening yet. We're having to keep reminding people, like, don't get grifted. Don't get grifted. And it's so crazy that the people who were the revolutionary OGs of Hexacode.
Oh, man.
Now they're all like, hey, buy my meme. We need adoption.
Right. Support the meme. Yeah.
That weirdo cuck stuff that you're doing is going to bring adoption. Sure.
Fuck.
Right.
I love that word. Yo, man. It's Looney Tunes out here, kid.
Anyway, we're about to experience gains that people don't even understand, and it's going to be awesome.
Yep.
It's going to be awesome.
Yes.
I hope you've been holding on tight, man. I
Yeah.
really don't give a shit if you have or not, but
Right.
I
Right.
hope you have, man.
Oh man.
Yo, what is wrong with
Says the
y'all?
dentist. Says the
Yeah,
dentist.
right. Good old resident dentist that we got right here, man. We get he's cooking for real, man. Everybody cooking today, man.
Yeah, well, when it's time to break out the nitrous tanks on these motherfuckers, we got a licensed operator.
right. For
Man, that's great.
sure.
I just turned that motherfucker off, man.
Wub, 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 wub.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Nah, it's hard. It's hard, man. Welcoming strangers is very hard, man. But I'm not good. I'm not that type. Like our personality, like to welcome people like that. I don't welcome. Yo, hey. Oh, you new?
You get weirded out by shit really easily, CWP. You're like, I don't trust this pink, magenta, orange, yellow shit,
exactly.
Man. I was like, what?
Yeah, kids told me that shit was zesty, and I'm like, yo, don't
zesty.
Yo,
oh, that's that little girl, man. She said that shit.
Come on, man. And so I allowed that stuff and other stupid things to block my chances, bro. I'm never gonna do that again. But yeah, man, I don't know. I gotta give it time to marinate, and sometimes too much time is. Yeah, man.
You're like, does this mean I'm gonna have to wear underwear that's that color or some shit?
Right,
like,
right.
You were all kinds of nervous. Like, I don't know about this shit, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, man, because I was traumatized, bro. Traumatized from this crypto shit. Playing all kinds of games. Yo, it's not a joke. Like for real, all kinds of stuff dealing with people. Like I talk crap, bro. Let me tell you why I talk a lot of shit is because I supported a lot of shit. I gave a lot of people my attention, and they did not undeservedly giving them a lot of my attention and money, and they just failed the people, and I got scammed left and right. And so, listen, man. If I talked about Javon James, it's because I supported a lot of the shit he was in, and it yielded me zero. If I talked about anybody, bro, like moreover,
your time, what is more valuable than your precious time, man?
There you go.
Yeah. Yo, show me on the doll where the bad crypto touched you.
Like, come on, man. No Diddy.
Yeah, show me on the doll.
He's out of control.
That's real talk, Doc. That's real talk right there.
And then you point at the doll's front pocket, like or his back pocket where his wallet is. You're like,
what is wrong with you? Oh, man, man. You guys, man. Yo,
this is fun, dude. Yo, it's good being with you all, man.
Yeah, likewise. For sure, man. What's up, Doc? Got two doctors here. Dr. Moore, what's up?
Yes. So yeah, I just wanted to thank you again for this podcast. Like, it reminded me of that Cat Williams interview. He stated a very important line, like, losers aren't allowed to rewrite history, and it's our duty as winners to stop it. Like, that is why we need to keep these things in mind and remind people of all the history. Like, if you have been here since Hex launched, you have seen at least I can count at least 12 or 13 products that were marketed specifically to Hexicans. All of them failed. All of them.
Yeah.
And wow. Even I had a meetup, like small group meetup of Hexicans here in the Philippines, and like there was this one guy who came in like, yeah, I invested in Hex and it's been down. and so you should. I am really interested in this new token, and which token I call it the Yeehaw state. Cowboy state token. You,
Okay, got you.
which I like, and I mentioned. Look, and I was against the token since day one. Look, I am Indian. I have no interest regarding what dispute is going on in the US,
Right.
especially that state. But
Mm.
even as an Indian, I like we are taught a little bit of world history, and
Right.
if on the front page of your token, the of all the founding fathers, you choose the one who is like taken as the poster child of racism.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like I can't stand with that token, first of all.
Right.
But that guy, I told him, like, see, I even listed him like 10 projects, like we were marketed to hexicans, and like,
Yeah.
yeah, so don't try avoid it. What happens? Few months later, he's collabing with the guys with of that token, and they
Mhm.
launch their own token. Like, uh, I don't want to name it, but like
I
Are you
it's
talking
understand.
about Ophir? Are you talking about Ophir?
yeah, like
Yeah.
it's
Well,
like
I don't know, but I got to be honest with you guys, transparent. Okay, I made a case, and I stand by my case. I made a case. I made a case for TT, man, because I could see it. I could see a certain angle of the whole sovereignty argument, and I'm not going to hide from what I've said. Okay, I never shilled nothing other than my creativity to this community, but
Mhm.
um, I can separate also my preference and friendship with the one gentleman from the veracity or viability, okay, of the project. I see your point, Doc. I do see your point. I hear everybody here, but I have to tell you, man, I did make a case for that as far as it relates to state sovereignty. Because I'm sorry, we can all agree on one thing. United States of America might not be the great shakes that it was built up to be, and has certainly done its fair share of evil in the pursuit of I don't know, maybe financial gain over the last 200 some years. And I could
Mhm.
understand the state sovereignty, especially as these boys are putting this together in the shadow of COVID.
Mhm.
So I want to be honest with this whole crowd here. I'm not going to hide, but I didn't say you got to buy this, but I did make the case, okay, for that, and I want to be clear about that. Yeah.
Mm.
look, I like, yes, I get it. I can understand your affinity towards it, or liking.
Affinity is a
But
strong word. Affinity is a strong word.
yeah, sorry for my like what you understand of it, like.
I have
But
not put my penis in a token in a long time, dog.
yeah. So okay, but my point was like, as an Indian living abroad, what does that token or that dispute have to do with me? Like,
Okay,
why should
yeah,
I
fair.
buy that?
That's
Yeah,
fair.
like, yeah. So that's fair, right? Like,
Right.
and then they have this fucking televangelist shilling tokens on in the name of God. Like, I hate to the
That's
core.
not a
Like,
good look. Yeah, that's not a good look.
so
Oh,
I hear you. I hear you, Doc.
so anyways,
you know what's
what I was saying
maddening?
was,
Sorry,
we
go
have
ahead.
been shilled, or what I have seen in the past 4 years, and maybe some of you have observed it. Like, shitcoiners, meme coiners come and market their tokens only towards hexicans.
Yeah.
Like, I have some alternate accounts. I do go into other group chats. Like, I don't see these meme coins being shielded in other meme coin or other uh,
Correct.
like other
That's facts.
blockchain
That's facts.
token,
Correct.
discords, telegrams.
Correct.
Why is it Why is it just hexagons? So
Exactly.
Right.
here is the my theory regarding it, or maybe even you have observed, like there are greeters at Walmart. They give you free food on a platter as much as you can eat usually if you are shopping at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't they giving the same kind of food to the panhandlers outside on the street,
Mm-hmm.
or people living in their vans in Walmart shopping area? Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
they will only market to people who have the potential to buy your stuff after tasting
Mm-hmm.
it. So at least people realize that yes, what you have is something precious. Everybody recognizes it and they want it, so they
Yes.
will try and get it as much as is there in their so again, I'll be quiet for a little while.
No, you make good
And
points, Doc.
Yeah.
what child, I didn't mean to offend you, personal attack, but it's just I hate this. Like I said, I am a toxic
Hello. Your mic, Doc.
maximalist now,
Your
Signal
sound.
signal glitching. Yeah.
Yeah, your sound is
and
glitching.
anyways, I keep quiet.
It's okay. That was a great example analogy you pointed out there. Like that was that was to the point, concise and on point.
May
Sure.
I make a comment to the doctor's point though? It's very brief.
Yep.
I think that he's saying what concern is it of a man in Asia what those fill in the blanks, maybe rednecks, maybe he don't mean that. It's okay, whatever those people are up to. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you're standing for first principles and you're standing for sovereignty, autonomy, and you're basically only about people's rights and responsibilities, because that's one thing I'll give them guys credit for. They're not the rah freedom. I want freedom so that I can pick this race car driver over that race car driver. That's a gay ass freedom right there. We're talking
Mm-hmm.
about the blood and bone responsibility and the rights, okay, that make up the real freedom. My argument would be then it wouldn't matter if you were purple and living in New Zealand. This is of primary importance to our species because we're against and fighting slavery. So from that aspect, that and the fact that it was the first ever project on the blockchain to be connected like to an endowment, and they're cycling, through their gains that in that way to support that organization. I thought that was kind of impressive as well from just an operational standpoint. So I hope you understand the point that I was trying to make before that. I think it's of preeminent importance to all of us. It's why the fuck we're here. You know what I'm saying? Hey guys, it's hell being a Libra, man. You see all sides of everybody's argument all the time. Drives you
Well,
crazy.
I'll say this, and then I'll have to jump off. I understand the mindset and about sovereignty and freedom, and
But why in Hexaco? I get that.
No, it's not about but why in Hexaco. It's what are you building around it? People want to talk about community, but we're not communing on anything. And when we talk about let's say the actual when you have a sovereign state, there's certain things that we all agree on. There's certain things that we're all defending together.
Mm-hmm.
Freedom takes bloodshed.
Yeah.
Freedom takes a willingness to fight.
Talk.
And so whenever a fight is started, and you're and wait, hold on, whenever a fight is started and it's saying, hey, no, let them do this, let them do that. Freedom, there's not gonna be a freedom with a free for all. So what are we standing up for? What doctrine are we all coming behind? So when we say, okay, these RH principles are some of the things that got us here, we're going to stand up for those things, but you allow people to you're promoting people. It's not about allowing them to come. They're going to come anyway. But what are we going to promote, push forward, have unity about?
Okay. Right.
And that's what we were saying. Hey, let's make sure that these tenements, so we actually have a sovereign state to protect. Like if it's just a free for all and a whole bunch of chaos, then what are we all fighting for?
You know what? Of all the people,
what we're trying to say. It's just like you can't have all this debauchery. You can't have all this debauchery and decadence, and then speak about sovereignty and revolution. It don't work.
I got you. I got to tell you, in the same way that Wales only.
Example. That's why that.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. What happened there? Is that me?
No, I think he went out.
Oh shit! He was in the middle of his point.
We probably come back. Maybe he had to jump off. Yeah. Well, what are you gonna say?
Okay. Well, I was just going to say this. In the same way that a Wales only don't need me to speak for him or stick up for him ever, neither does the quality of man that a guy like Brandon Rags to Riches is. And I think, I'll tell you what, man, for real, I would love a conversation between this core group, or what I characterize as the Black Hexagon Union, which thank God it's finally here, and maybe Brandon, and maybe one of his, because I personally, my experience of all of that was not what Disciple has experienced or seen, but I respect what Disciple's saying, and I want to hear the end of his point if you're back, brother.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is, it's not an attack necessarily on
I know
on anyone.
Yeah,
but from what I've noticed is, number one, these guys supported people that openly hated on Westcott and Pulse Nation.
Okay, well, that guilt by association thing's a little weird, though. That's a sticky wicket.
Well, yeah, you are guilty by association. Stop promoting scam artists and people who have obviously scammed out over and over again. This is what we're saying.
Okay.
Take responsibility when you do.
I got you, man.
So, and don't get mad at us because we're calling out shit that clearly ends up fucking rugging or being pieces of shit. Well, if anything, all these people should be giving us apologies.
I believe, I agree with you. I agree with you probably 90% of the time. Yeah.
But instead of that, they wanted to categorize us. They wanted to put us into their box. They wanted to demonize us and tell everybody that we were toxic when we were the only ones standing up for the core values that brought everybody here.
Pretty much.
We were staunch about that. Saying so we wasn't saying, oh, don't build. We were just saying, hey, let's actually continue to promote and push what brought everybody here first. Instead of doing
because a lot was lost. A lot was lost.
Disparaging comments towards RH, right?
Oh, I can't stand that shit.
Right?
Oh,
you got guys supporting someone. You got. Yeah, what the hell? Why are we supporting a guy that's starting a whole nother chain that has nothing to do with PLS, Hex, and the whole core group? Why are we putting them up and holding them up as something when you know the core, when you know your fan base or the people who watch you are here for this specific thing, and you spent years talking about the sacrifice phase, years talking about RH and how great he is for crypto.
Oh my God.
Talking about how this is going to do all this.
Yo, when you are able to be afforded a view to make an assessment on the actual morality and personal character that you know from your personal experience of a founder. Let me ask you a question real quick. Has anything pure or good ever come from a heart of hate, greed, and selfishness? Okay, so if I had a view of characteristics of certain people who were founders or builders of certain projects, and I'm there. There's a lone voice in the wilderness. I'm going, y'all might want to take a closer look at this. I can't make you see what I have seen and experienced, but I'm here to tell you, these motherfuckers, I've been alone with them. I hear the way they talk. They do not give a fuck about you and will not piss on your body if you were on fire. I know this to be a fact. So if I'm sitting there yelling about some of them projects a year, 2 years, 3 years ago, it's because I knew something. And people were like, shut up, Sauce. You're just pooping in everybody's Happy Meal. You're a dickhead. Oh, word? I'm trying to save you, dumbass.
I gotta jump off here. Y'all keep cooking.
Yo, Disciple, I love you, dog.
Yeah, man. Disciple, appreciate you, man. Told you. Peace, brother.
Everybody.
You know, thoughts. It's like minds think alike, man. And energy is something that I respect. You can't create or destroy. You can only redirect it. I didn't know your history, right? And
nobody does.
Nobody did. But when you explained the thing with those projects that launch in your ties and whatever, the same sentiment you kind of had, I had without you already know. Like, I made videos about these guys. Like, what are these guys doing? Like, you guys sacrifice millions of dollars to these, and they have no track record. The thing seems janky. Everything they got going on, they just spitting word salad, double talking.
Yes, kicking the ballistic. Yeah, it's just a good game.
And we didn't speak. So my point is, if you and I, who did not communicate, have the same feeling towards something, maybe other people have the same feeling that we do towards this situation right here. How can we all be wrong? And we didn't communicate.
Right. Yo, these are the auspices under which Identity Block and I became friends.
Exactly.
He was there talking this stuff, and I had never spoke to him.
See?
How could he see what I knew?
There you go. What you knew. You were there.
Dude, I was headhunted. It's painful memories, some of it, because these guys turned me the fuck out, bro. Yeah, wow. My life was not pleasant. My life was not very pleasant in Mexico for some time. And this, mind you, is with a blood relative standing next to these guys. This is my brother's child, my mother, who died on Mother's Day 3 years ago. Okay? He didn't come to the funeral. Imagine that. The woman who changed his fucking diaper. He didn't fucking come to the funeral. He's throwing me under the bus, or his people are throwing me under the bus, or worse. And my own blood ain't standing up for me. And I got 4 kids, and I'm going through a divorce.
Wow.
And coronavirus. And I lost my business.
Right.
So
lockdown, exactly. Pandemic, that crazy.
Bro, it was not an easy time, and it's not like today is peaches and fucking parades and shit, but I'm still here.
Yeah, still here, man. I'm glad you're here.
I'm lucky to have friends like like you and all these guys, man. For real. Y'all kept me sane. Y'all don't actually know. Y'all don't, like, Wales will never really fully understand how he might have kept me the fuck alive.
Wow. It's a blessing, man. That's great to hear. That's great to hear.
I'm saying, dog, I don't jest about things like that.
Those are great stories to hear. That's uplifting right there, man. 100%.
Gotta be a positive influence, because you never know who you're affecting.
That's right.
In the right light.
That's right. That's what
even something as small as like a smile to them, right?
Exactly.
You just don't know.
Exactly. A word of encouragement, a smile, something showing support helps, man.
Man. And guys, I got to tell you, man, I mean, some of y'all know, many of you don't, but my latest, like, I fell back like for 6-7 months. I was streaming 2-3 times a week, man. Some of them shows were 5, 6, 7 hours long. And I got in 2 separate situations. The one I call the November 18th depredation was when I went on the Discourse Syndicate, and the OGs, there were 7 OGs in the room sucking each other's dicks, talking about fucking having to get up some money for the kiddies so that Exologist and Maddie, who, by the way, I respect and get along with. I get along with Maddie. He's invited me to the conference. Okay. Well, you know, we all got different style and different ways, and that's okay. Thank God. But they were all talking about kiddying up all this money and shit. And, you know, funding gynecologist was up in there. And, you know, some of these other motherfuckers. And I said, you know, you guys have all been kicking a really good, strong game about this community thing. I said, of all of you, how many of you have watched a single episode of my program or lent me a shoulder or a hand or said, hey, Thos, I see you digging. I see you working, baby. You go.
I saw that stream.
Who of you has ever done that?
Cricket. I saw that stream. I saw that stream.
That was hardcore because guess what? 7 motherfuckers right there on the air wanted me fucking dead. Shut the fuck up. Who do you think you fucking are? Okay? But I knew in my heart of hearts I was doing God's work. I still to this day don't regret that. Now, that started some shit between me and Mr. Chaos because he was as dismissive as a person can get. Delegitimized my motherfucking ass to the point of saying Lost Child belongs in a mental institution. Okay, cool. Fast forward, what was it? 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago? Lit and I, we were pretty much friends because we lost our moms at the same time, me and Lit. And I liked his energy. I didn't know he was as clueless as he is, but I liked his energy. He invited me on the 3rd edition of the show, okay? And this motherfucker is kicking it. And then I'm on that was the 2nd or 3rd. And then the next one, he said, come on. I said, cool. I'll come on again. I would love to. I think, goddamn, what's the kid's name? Something like Opportunity Kevin or something like that. I can't remember what the kid's name is. Pretty good dude. But then Mr. Chaos comes on and I come on. Fucking here we go again, man. Fucking, you know, Johnny and I start slapboxing each other. And what's he do? Delegitimize your boy again. It's Thought Child. Nobody should listen to him. He's just seeking attention. Okay. And he belongs in a mental institution. I said, oh, motherfucker, does everybody who disagrees with you belong in a mental institution? Right? Word? Is that what we're talking about here? So look, that started all kind of new raft of shit for me, man. And I'm like, oh, I cannot do this again. Do you guys know that it was only Crypto Wonder and 1 or 2 other guys who I don't want to bring up because I don't want to put them at odds with these other guys. It was only Crypto Wonder and these 2 other guys who looked out. And Crypto Wonder did an episode that next morning after that debacle. And it was something along the lines of the theme of it was, if you're going to speak truth, you are often going to walk alone. And I can't tell you how much that fucking carried me through, man. Like, touch my ass, you know? This shit's hard sometimes, man.
100%, man.
Yo, dog, for real, dude. You buoyed my ass because I knew in my heart of hearts, dude, you know? And you're like, okay, somebody fucking heard.
Yeah. You and Johnny, I think you guys just get into a battle between intelligent people. Like you find things like that happen all the time. I see it all throughout the community, but because I respect both of y'all. Like,
yeah, I get that. But here's the thing. I give Johnny some compliments and some credit.
Yeah.
That nigga only fucking disrespects my ass, man. So now what?
Yes. You know,
I'm sorry. I don't need to be going here because I'm cool in my truth, man. I know what it is. I really do.
But like, it's all good. I get it. I get it, man.
And I really don't need Johnny Chaos's approval to wake up in the morning with a smile, man. I got 4 babies, but if we're gonna be what we say we are, you ain't seen me ever come on stream 16 straight times and say, you know, at the end of the day, I really don't have to do this. I really don't have to do this. I couldn't be bothered. I'd be out there playing with my toy dragon. Like, yo, dog, for real? Every time you're gonna say that? Okay, word.
You know, you said something earlier about being misunderstood. I think
Yeah.
that's that's what it is, man. It's about being, like you mentioned, Wales is very misunderstood. I think that's why you both relate like that way. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Wales thinks I need to be committed as well.
Look, bro, hey, listen, I work with those who are committed, and you're not.
I couldn't make
You're
light.
not. You're not even you're there, but not there. Like I'm there too. Like fucking got to be crazy to work with crazy people, bro. Like so,
yo, man.
like,
They say, what do they say? Crazy, like all the best people are, man.
there
All
you
the
go.
best people are.
There you go. And artistic, you know, there's something there that's a little off. This is why we express ourselves the way we do creatively. We use our imagination, and we try to balance that with some intelligence that God gave us. I guess, you know.
No, I think that's fair. I think it's good.
You know what I mean?
For some comedic relief, like I want to restate the dialogue from the movie Speed. You know, I'm not crazy. Like, you know, I'm not crazy. Poor people are crazy. I am eccentric.
My man.
I'll take that.
Look, see, first thing, like my principle is you can't never ask for a request. You cannot demand respect. You have to command it. Like if they like everybody knows in the hex community that I'm one of the day one FOMOers, etc. But I feel bad. Like the only thing people remember about me is me singing on that karaoke mic.
I know. I know.
Don't feel bad, Doc.
Like
I say that because I don't feel bad, please.
I don't care.
I'm not trying to insult you when I say that, Doc. I mean it. I really do enjoy it.
It's not just you, man. Like it's like everybody else in the community as well. But like I try to warn everyone regarding everything. Even like the latest, I would like to remind everyone when Pulse X launched. Hexologist had a live stream, and I was there, like telling everyone, "Hey guys, don't put in all your tokens into the liquidity pools at once. If you get like impermanent lost, then you will won't be able to recover from that impermanent loss for like 3 years or so." Which like if you don't account for the ink tokens that were given, like it's still true. But yeah, like the that was, and 1 month after people learned about yeah, you weren't getting paid fees for adding pulse into the liquidity pool. So yeah, then there was V2, and then liquidity shifted, and that impermanent loss turned into permanent loss. Or so I have tried my best to warn people. Even with that, like there is still, I still tell people regarding those MEV bots. It's called, now it is named as maximum extractable value, where there. Now I don't want to explain everything, but there is something like they front run your orders when you are which is still present on Pulse chain, not to that extent, but it's still there on Ethereum. And I have published videos and tutorials regarding how to mitigate it. Or simplest way is to not make huge transactions in one go. Like be patient a little bit, like split up your orders. That would even minimize your like losses.
Okay.
but nobody listens like crazy. And see, I think a disciple was talking about something guilty, guilty by association. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yes, I have to admit that yes, I will be considered guilty by association because I have streamed with other streamers, Disco Syndicate, Matty Allen, and so on. But I have to accept it as my fate. And like Torchlight, like he mentioned, nobody, nobody brings, like when you start actually talking a real fact, they run away. Like, and I learned debating by watching Richard Hart, and I think I was the one, like, initially when I think it was Richard Hart's second or third stream with Ivan on Tech,
Uh,
where Ivan was doing an interview with regarding Bitcoin, and Hex wasn't even launched, and I was the one who asked Ivan to ask Richard Hart the question that what is a good technique to debate, and he gave out, and I learned it. So first of all, you cut off their escapes, and then you
oh.
point out facts. When I start doing that, if you watch, the Hexologist stream, I don't know whether it's still up. The Persian launch, uh,
Uh,
24-hour stream, and I'm debating with I think Gary. I think regarding the same thing, impermanent loss,
yeah.
and when I started uh, like when he's cornered, then it's immediately the subjects get changed, and sadly my internet connection wasn't as good, so I had to drop off, which I like. It's kind of a trope now. Even though I have improved my internet stability, like
Right.
people still think that my internet is bad. It's okay. It's okay. I ranted for too long, man. Sorry.
No, no, don't apologize. You don't apologize, Doc. Your input is very valuable. And you know what? I didn't know that you had tutorials um in regards to the MEV bots to prevent sandwich attacks, or to front run these bots that always take uh our fees, cause our fees to be more expensive. I didn't know you had content available to teach people how to use the bots for the MEV
Yeah,
for.
that's a beautiful thing. That has value,
look,
man.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a lot of value. That's a great deal of value.
now, but the thing is, it's very crude. Like, I like, even me. I watching it again, I was like, I should have done better. Maybe I will do it sometime. But like I said, you look, I am a Hexagon day one investor. I am well off. I don't need to be doing this stuff. I can be at my home. Like, and whenever somebody says that, like, then stop talking and go away and be in your room. Like, it's
So,
anyway. Anyways, but sorry, I forgot my point. I will be quiet for a little while.
It's
oh,
okay.
don't apologize,
I
man.
just want to say breaking news: SPF has been sentenced to 20 years in prison.
Whoa!
Oh, really?
Yep, an hour ago.
What? FTX? The Sam Bankman Fried?
Yep.
Wow.
Fall guy.
Too little.
Wow.
Too little. Ross do you know Ross Albright?
Yes,
The guy
Ross
who
Ulbricht.
Yeah.
he's been sentenced to for he's been sentenced to like 40 years without parole, and like, that's lot, man. Life isn't fair. Like, The only bad thing Ross Albright did is he didn't like give support to the Democrats while he was making money. Is what I
Yeah.
say. But
Hey guys,
this is
go ahead. Oh
no
shit.
this
Yeah.
is like another thing. Like it's the fall of FTX caused some people to get suicidal, like the whole crash of 2022 or 21, whatever, like they people took their lives for because of they lost their entire life saving in crypto. These guys should have been held accountable, and like there is a particular charge called abatement of suicide. Like they should have been charged under that, but it's like it, the people get away with murder.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah.
hey,
And what
look,
bothers us is
I
that the
always
shadow that never gets it. The shadow, but behind him is the impetus.
Yeah.
They put him on. He's just the face,
look.
man.
Mm.
I'm not saying he shouldn't be sentenced. I'm not saying he's not guilty. He is, but he was planned to be the face and then the fall guy.
Yeah.
And they do this over and over and over and over again.
The
Time
puppet.
immemorial, man.
He's the
Yo,
puppet.
I just wanted to say a couple things real quick. The one thing I have to say, and by the way, Dr. Daraj, thank you for everything you lent to this conversation. I know that you're humble to the point where I sometimes want to choke you and tell you not to be so humble, because you're a genuine guy and you're a smart guy, and we are made better by your presence around this motherfucker. So thank you, Doc. Okay.
100%.
Yeah, man, no doubt, no doubt. I want to say, Captain RG3, look, I know that there's a lot of people that don't like the dude, and everybody's got their reasons, and maybe some of them are right on, maybe some of them are a little misguided. I just know that that man actually has gone to bat for me and my rights to speak and to be the artist that I am. Look, guys, I never came up in here and, like some of my detractors said, I'm a fucking blockchain expert. I'm the swinging dick of blockchain truth, man. Like I said, yo, I'm a savvy, intelligent motherfucker, but I'm a polymath creative. So if I do a hex stream, it's going to be hex peripheral almost. I'm a fucking entertainer, a comedian, a musician, this kind of shit, man. I never came up in this motherfucker drawing lines on charts. That would be as pretentious as fucking could ever be. Contrived bullshit. I'm an articulator, man. I fucking talk about the culture. I talk about the community. I lay it against a backdrop of esoterica because I studied these things, man. I never claimed to be something I wasn't, but don't be looking at me like I am supposed to be that, I wanted to sleep at night. I like sleeping when it's time to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to stare at the ceiling second guessing nothing. Did enough of that. Dead that shit. But the Cap, man, he said, I was one of the people that encouraged Rothschild to stream. I said, we need full spectrum entertainment out in this motherfucker for the people in our culture. And he said, I defend his right to do this shit. So I'm always going to have a soft spot in my heart for that. And I wanted to say that November 18th depredation 2 years ago or whatever, he was on my stream as the host of that fucking episode. Captain RG3 was on my show the next fucking day. It was him and Kinetics who was like, oh, I see what Rothschild's saying. The other ones were like, that motherfucker needs to be ejected from DeFi and sent to the loony bin. Yo, I think you missed it, homie. But what Daraj says about the golden mic, I wanted to comment on that too. Sometimes we become memes of ourselves, don't we? I mean, if anybody knows, I know, man, like I'm a character. Sure. I'm cool with that. That's fine. I'm also a person, and I did get the sense that Daraj was being dehumanized a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And nobody wants to be your fucking dancing monkey, motherfuckers. Nobody
Okay.
wants, and like, come on, man. Like, let's laugh. Let's have fun together. Call the thing what it is. It's funny as fuck. But let's not like lose the humanity and make this motherfucker, because this happens too much out in here. Is that this is like the cafeteria or like recess? Y'all are grown motherfuckers. Are you? I don't know. But a lot of motherfuckers start fucking trooping up like we're at a cafeteria and Sister Mary Gertrude ain't on duty right now. So, let's start flinging the key lime pie at fucking Irwin or whatever. Come on, dude. Like, you're a grown up, man.
Right.
Fuck out of here with your fucking clusterfuck hive mind. I get tired of that, man. Like, fuck off. I'm the bully buster. I'll bust you right in your fucking jaw if you're a bully. Don't be bullying people, man. And I'm sympathetic to you, Doc, in that regard. Last point I want to make, and this is for earlier. I wanted to say this.
Sorry, like.
Sorry, hold on. I can't hear.
Look, man, it's okay. Like, I come from Mumbai, India. I won't say I grew up in the streets kind of thing, but yeah, I'm kind of used to getting bullied. And when there are all sorts of people, and when you learn about it, I have developed a very thick skin. So whatever these things don't care. Like, I don't care about things. There is what is that saying? Like. Dance like no one's watching, sing as if no one's listening, and love like you have never been hurt. So I kind of all internet wisdom. Yeah, sometimes I do try to follow it. I don't like, if you see, I have no time hating people that hate me, because I am too busy loving people who love me. So whatever is being said behind my back, okay, I'm okay with it. I don't really think about it. When it is brought up, yeah, it does kind of sting, but like, I have seen and experienced much worse, so I'm okay with it. So there is no
worth
need.
pointing out, there's a lot more love. There's a lot more love than there's ever been like that. I really do feel that appreciation.
100%.
Yeah, of course, and it's not only that there is of course there is more love than hate. Plus, love is in itself worth more than hate. Like, I would be like happy to have one guy who likes me and 100 guys who are hating me. I'll be still okay. Not that that is true, but again, like, I think I'm repeating myself that when people are given the decision, like, how should you treat people, it's either way. Like, that is how people get defined. Like, it's the world treated me this way, so I'm going to treat others this way, or is it that because the world treated me this way, I will make sure that nobody else gets treated that way. So that is how, what the that is the like difference between a hero and a villain, like, is what is supposed to be. So even though, yes, like, I can brag about a lot of things, but I choose to be humble. I because I want people to judge what I'm saying on the merit of those words. It's themselves what I'm saying. Like, look at the fact, understand it, understand the math behind it. I don't want people to be, I like, yes, I am a medical doctor. Yes, I have a postgraduate diploma in industrial health or occupational health, as in the called in the US. I have been working 10 years in medical safety. I have been, I have been, I have self-taught kind of a diploma or a workshop in coding. I have like, and plus I have 5 years of 6 years of experience in the crypto community. So yes, I have a lot of things to brag about, but I would rather not. Like, why? Like, just so this is how you humble brag, by the way. Like, anyways, yeah, I'll keep quiet.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
That was slick. That was slick. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Can I make this last point real quick, dude? This is hilarious. Not my last point, I mean, is that I onboarded 75 people, okay, into this thing. And I was, dude, I was a bitch kitty on wheels, man, for a minute.
Wow.
And do you know how many, we were talking about how impatient people are? I think my last count, it was something like maybe 27 or 28 remained.
Out of the 75?
Yeah. Yeah. And people were doing the whole thing that we've all experienced, like blaming you for the chart.
Yeah.
Blaming you for like the macro cycle, like saying, you know, huddling up and going, that motherfucker, I knew he was crazy, but now it's like affirmed. Like he got me to be, you know, he got me. Like I held them down, put the snub nose in their ribs. And, you know, I said, you know, run the jewels, bitch. Like, like what the fuck, man? Yo, so here we are standing on the quivering on the edge of a parabola, you know, and it's like, you dumb motherfuckers. You dumb motherfuckers, man. I gave you fucking, I gave you orgasms inside of Easter eggs, for God's sake. And you defiled it. You defile it. Now you're going to watch this shit go up. And someday when Pulse is worth fucking what Ethereum is worth right now, and you realize you could have been a quintillionaire.
That's right.
Oh my God, help.
I know. Scary, but very, very possible.
Crypto Wonder. Now. I want it now. Give it to me now. Now. Now.
Right. I wish. I wish, man. I wish, man.
I'm not a spring chicken no more, baby.
Not at all. Yeah. But I gotta skedaddle, man. I'm glad.
Dude, 3 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you showing up.
I appreciate you. I wasn't planning on this today, man. This fucked up my whole day. Thanks.
Everyone in the community, please subscribe to Rothschild channel. You know, subscribe, notification, all that. So when he comes back, we'll be ready. You know,
thanks, bro. Thank you.
Not a problem. Not a problem, man. All's well to everybody. Best wishes. Yo, have a great rest of your day, evening, morning, night. Be vigilant.
All y'all, stand fast. Hold fast, man.
100%.
All right.
Peace.
Peace to you, CWP. Thank you.
No problem.